Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, it's currently 9:51 p.m. here on the East Coast, reporting to you live and direct from, I don't know if you guys can see, but Dania, Florida. And this is it, man, the official Vasyl Lomachenko versus Jason Sosa live fight reaction hangout slash stream slash whatever you want to call it. We have a lot of fun with these. We had a lot of fun on the Jacobs Golovkin one, so I'm looking forward to just interacting with everybody around the world. What do we have right now so far? We got 5. Hold on, I gotta fix this over here. So we got 6 people watching right now. So let me know where all 6 or 11 of you are watching this fight from. What city, what state, country, continent, all that good stuff. Gonna be a good card. We have 2 fights on the main card. I didn't get a chance to watch the top ranked cards, but I was following them. You had Jesse Hart, the 168-pound prospect. He scored a TKO victory. I didn't see the whole fight. I'm gonna watch it when they put it on YouTube, but I did. I was following the highlights, and Jesse Hart is as a guy that fighters go that I like a lot. He's one of the few guys who he's kind of like he has that throwback Philadelphia fighter mentality. As we know, his dad was a solid fighter in his day, and Jesse Hart looks like he'll be in a good position as he said he wants to fight Gilberto Ramirez for the WBO, I believe WBO 168-pound title. So that should be happening soon. I would say before the end of the year, you could expect Jesse Hart to be in the run for a title shot. So he gets a good win. The one highlight I did see of the fight was he had a really good uppercut on the dude he was fighting. So it's good to see Jesse having, if it wasn't a sensational fight, at least it was a sensational moment for him. Because I remember when I watched the fight, Deshaun Johnson, he didn't look good against Deshaun Johnson. Deshaun Johnson, he went life and death with Deshaun Johnson. So, shout out to him and all that good stuff. Hopefully, Jesse Hart can snatch up a world title. I think he's one of those fighters that actually would be good for boxing because of his attitude, because of his style. And, I'm definitely saying I'm rooting for him. So he gets W'd on the top ranked streamed portion of the card. Then you have Mike, yes indeed, Reed, another prospect in the top ranked stable who's been coming up through the ranks. He scores another unanimous decision victory. Mike Reed's been very active, probably one of the more active American fighters today, and he's been on a number of Terrence Crawford undercards, a couple. I believe he was on the Lomachenko undercard. I think Roman Martinez Lomachenko, he was on the undercard as well. So he's been on a lot of these undercards, and he's been slowly building his way up to, being a contender. And hopefully, I'd like to see if he can himself could snatch up a world title, because Mike Reed is a talented boxer, and he's not really a big 140-pounder, but I think he can compensate for the lack of size with his boxing skills. So shout out to him on getting a W tonight. He's improved to 22-0 with 12 KOs. Now let's get to the main card. We got I guess we can start. We'll start with the main event. Let me see. Any comments? Yeah, we'll start with the main event. Now, obviously, this fight right here is Lomachenko versus Jason Sosa. This is a fight where you have guys where the perception is totally different. You have Lomachenko, he's won 2 gold medals. He's, in the eyes of many people, the most skilled fighter in the whole entire sport of boxing. And on top of that, some people call him pound for pound king. And for me, I don't really have a pound for pound number 1 yet. I'm kind of waiting to see how this fight plays out before I really put together my revised pound for pound list. So stay tuned for that. But he's expected to go in there tonight and not just beat Jason Sosa, but look sensational in doing it. And anything short of that is going to be a disappointment for Lomachenko. Now, on the other hand, you have Jason Sosa, a guy who, for lack of a better term, has had to get it from the mud. He wasn't a gold medalist. He didn't have 100 bajillion amateur fights. This is a guy that you look at the first, 10 fights of his career, and he was someone that looked to just be another ordinary fighter. He started off his career 2-0. Then he had a draw. Then he won. Then he suffered his first loss of his career in his 5th professional fight. He had a TKO loss. Then let's see, he gets another win, has 2 consecutive draws. It was just an up and down career for Jason Sosa. And then from the 2012. So from 2012 all the way to 2000 and late 2015. He had a 10-fight win streak, almost about a 10-fight win streak, and he built his way up to becoming a contender. And then it all came together last year when he scored an upset victory over a very, very once highly sought out prospect in Javier Fortuna. So it's not like Jason Sosa has been one of those guys that's been handed everything or handed anything. He's had to really earn his keep to be where he's at in the sport, and he's a massive underdog. I believe the odds are 25-1. And quite frankly, I'm rooting for Jason Sosa to win. I've been there was an article that came out recently about how he used to be a pizza man. And for those of you who don't know, I'll let you in a little secret. I'm a pizza. When I'm not doing this, I'm a pizza man myself. So shout out to the pizza man. Hopefully, Jason Sosa can get it done, because we know, for those of you who have worked in the kitchen, you got to have some form of toughness to be a pizza man. So shout out to Jason Sosa. Hopefully he puts on for the pizza man tonight. But it should be a good fight. Lomachenko's the number 1 fighter in the division. I believe Sosa's ranked 10th. So we'll see, man. It should be a good test for Lomachenko. But aside from that, we have also on the undercard, we have Alexander Usyk. And Usyk, he's fighting Michael Hunter, a pretty good American fighter. And I'm pretty sure I can say with confidence that Michael Hunter will probably be his biggest test to date, because I think his last fight he fought Nchunu, the African fighter, the guy from the Congo or wherever it was. So that was on the Hopkins-Smith undercard. And so this is his first fight of 2017. And Usyk's a guy with big plans. He's not only going to be a guy that people are looking to dominate the cruiserweight division, but he's someone that you look at and say, damn, well, maybe that guy can become a heavyweight champion one day. So Usyk, this is supposed to be another step for him to, kind of climb up the ranks. But Michael Hunter, he's not a pushover. Michael Hunter is 12-0. Michael Hunter is someone that I actually remember watching. I don't know him. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know Michael Hunter too well, but I'm looking at his box rec right now, and I actually did watch his last fight. He fought last May on the and he fought last May against a guy by the name of Isaiah Thomas, and this was on a showbox card. And I remember it very well because the guy he fought, Isaiah Thomas, the basketball player, he came out to the ring in a Detroit Pistons, Isaiah Thomas thing, and I remember Michael Hunter looked solid in that fight. It wasn't like I wasn't blown away by his skills, but it was a cool performance by him. So it's going to be a major step up in class. He's going to have to overcome a little bit of ring rust, because that's a long time, to be damn near out of the ring for almost a year and then be asked to fight a guy like Usyk. Not an easy task, but I want to see a good fight from Michael Hunter. So hopefully we get to see that out of him. Now, Michael Hunter, let's see. I'm looking at his because to be honest, I'm not gonna say I know everything about Michael Hunter. I know people who know Michael Hunter, like one of my boys knows Michael Hunter. He was telling me about him, but I don't really know much about him myself. See, he fought Artur Beterbiev. He lost to him in the Olympics as a heavyweight. Also fought Andy Ruiz in the World Championships. Beat Andy Ruiz in the World Championships. What else? Okay, so he's beat some. He's fought and beat some notable names. He beat Andrew Tabiti in the Olympic trials. Beat Steve Jaffard. Wow, he beat my boy Steve Jaffard in the Olympic trials. Okay, so Michael Hunter, he can't be a slouch if he's out there beating my boy Steve Jaffard. So I'm looking forward to seeing Michael Hunter versus Usyk. I think this might actually be a pretty good fight. But should be a good card. It's supposed to come on any minute now. It's 10 o'clock here on the East Coast, and once it comes on, I'll turn the volume up and you guys can hear. In fact, I'm gonna turn the volume up right now so you guys can hear the background. Let me know in the comments too if you guys can hear, because I want you guys to be able to hear whatever's going on in the background. Can you guys hear in the background? Hold on. In Spanish.
It's a World Championship boxing triple header with a distinctly Eastern European feel. And 3 former Ukrainian Olympians.
Come on, people. Who do you guys got in the fights tonight? You got Lomachenko or Sosa, or do you got Usyk or Hunter? Let me know in the comments. And if Lomachenko has a dominating performance, is he your number 1 pound-for-pound fighter? Shout out to my main man, Ruben Crespo. What's up, man? I see you in the comments. Look at him. Let's go, champ.
Lomachenko. He's the Picasso of boxing. In just
Picasso of boxing.
Fighter nicknamed High Tech has already captured 2 world titles, and with each scintillating performance, it becomes more difficult to imagine just who could match his wondrous skills. Tonight, the latest challenger for his 130-pound belt is Camden, New Jersey banger Jason Sosa, who believes he has what it takes to solve the Lomachenko riddle. But first, 2 of Lomachenko's Olympic teammates.
Oh, I almost forgot. How could I do that?
Hope to prove their own work in
Alexander Gvozdyk fighting Unieski Gonzalez too. That's a good fight. I forgot about that. That's going to be a huge test for Gvozdyk.
If you're a fan of boxing, you will like watching Usyk fight.
Which of the 3 fights are you guys looking forward to tonight? Let me know.
Then, fellow unbeaten Alexander Vasyl, the 2012 bronze medalist nicknamed the Nail, has his sights set firmly at the top of the light heavyweight division.
I like Gvozdyk. You look at his resume now. He fought Chilemba in his last fight, and now he's fighting Unieski Gonzalez. Neither one of those guys are like the top of the top, but those are like good names, top 10, top 15 solid guys. So I think Gvozdyk could be one of those dudes. When you look at him, moving up in his career, he's gonna be a problem. I think he's gonna be a serious problem. You look at these 3 guys. Shout out to you, Daniel. I appreciate that. I'll try. It's hard for me sometimes, depending on who's fighting, but I'll try my best to be unbiased. Aiden Morrison says, "Who's going to stop the Ukrainian Dream Team?" It's gonna be tough, man. All 3 of those guys, Gvozdyk, Lomachenko, and Usyk, all talented guys. I think out of the 3 of them, the one that has the biggest chance of losing is probably Usyk, because Michael Hunter, from what I remember seeing him fight and his amateur experience, just looking at the guys he's beat and the guys he's fought, he looks like he has the toughest test on his hands out of the 3. So that's what I think. But yeah, man, 3 great amateurs, man. Arguably the greatest. I would say those 3, the 2012 Ukrainian Olympic team and the 1984 American Olympic team, arguably the 2 best Olympic teams in the history of boxing. Those 2 right there. Because the 84 Olympic team had Holyfield, Pernell Whitaker, Holyfield, Pernell Whitaker, and I can't remember the rest right now, but Holyfield and Pernell Whitaker is enough in itself. So, I mean, that's pretty damn good.
This is the first time in our 39 years of boxing coverage.
Where you guys watching the fights tonight? What city, what state, what continent? Ask me about, you guys can ask me about like upcoming fights, these fights, whatever, anything boxing wise. Let's get some good boxing talk going on in this comment section.
Before, so they're very excited about what they're about to see. And if you happen to be a Ukrainian expat or an American of Ukrainian descent, this is your night, because we're focusing in the main event on the great Vasyl Lomachenko, who is the latest pound-for-pound sensation in the sport, as he tries to win another fight against Jason Sosa from up the road in Camden.
Mr. Boxing Today, my man, what's up? The freaking one of the best YouTube channels out there. Shout out to you, man. He says, I got Loma over Sosa, Usyk versus Hunter, interesting fight. I got Usyk though. Yeah, man, I think because to be honest, I don't know a ton about Michael Hunter, but once you look at his amateur experience and the guys he's beat, like Ruiz, Steve Jafar, and there's another guy I can't remember. He has good amateur pedigree, and that's why he only has 12 fights. But I think Usyk will have a tough time. But I think he gets the job done.
Which is an astonishing CompuBox number. And there's Michael Hunter, the opponent. You may remember his father, Mike the Bounty Hunter, who was a fringe heavyweight contender back in the 1980s and had some noteworthy wins. Michael was the American representative in the
all right, so right now the first fight of the night is about to get started. We have Michael Hunter versus Usyk, so that's going to be a good one.
Here tonight, Artur Beterbiev, I should say. Too many Alexanders in my head.
Let's see,
let's take a look at the tail of the tape now. For Usyk, who's one of those Alexanders.
All right, the tail of the tape. You have Alexander Usyk coming in with it at the age of 30, with a 6'3" height, 23 inches arm length, 199.5 pounds, 202 207 on fight night. Hunter is 28 years old, 6'2", with a 25-inch arm length. He weighed in yesterday at 198, and he comes in tonight at 197.5. So Hunter 10 pounds lighter than Usyk, and he has arm length advantage and a youth advantage. So look for him to try to box and use that youth to his advantage. Although Usyk has amazing image pedigree and he can box the best of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the MGM National Harbor, Oxon Hills, Maryland, International Boxing Hall of Fame promoter Mr. Bob Arum and Top Rank Incorporated proudly present an evening of world.
All three of these fights are going to be good. All three of these fights are going to be really good. All three of them.
Sponsored by Kidders.
Hunter's dad was a G back in the day. Hunter was a damn good amateur, especially at the national level. Did okay internationally. Yeah, I've heard things about Hunter's dad. They were just talking about him, and I remember I did some research on his dad earlier this week. Nothing serious, but I remember learning a little bit about him. Let's see who the judges are, guys. All right, so nobody crazy. No Dave Moretti, no Glenn Feldman, none of that. Mark or Charlambo Mark, what's up, man? He said, what do you think of the GGG injury rumor? To be honest, I don't have much of an opinion on it because as far as boxing news this week, I really haven't been on my computer too much. I've been busy this week, but I don't have an opinion on it right now, and I don't really know much about it, so I can't really tell you.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red with gold.
Can you guys hear the audio in the background?
98 pounds. As a professional, he has a perfect record.
Yeah, Gonzalez did get robbed against Pascal. He fought recently in Miami here.
Fighting out of Las Vegas, USA,
Hello. 220 Southwest 16th Street. Huh? Okay. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
He's Ring Magazine's best cruiserweight in the world.
If you guys want to watch the actual streams, my recommendation would be either go to VipBox, go to Reddit boxing streams, and go on Facebook and go look at every boxing group possible, and Real Boxing streams too. Those are my top suggestions. But the fight's gonna start now, so I'll be breaking it down for you guys as it happens in real time.
Protect yourself at all times. You must obey my commands. Both your trunks are perfect. I want all your punches above the line. Above the line. Let's touch gloves. Good luck and God bless.
You heard Michael Buffer mention it, and I'd just like to wish my dear friend, our colleague, Jim Lampley, a very happy birthday, Jim. You're the best, and we are all so thrilled to spend your birthday with you. And in honor of your birthday, not only are we going to get to see maybe the best pound-for-pound fighter of the world, Lomachenko, but an Alexander Usyk, probably the most talented and skilled fighter north of light heavyweight in the entire world, and he's in with a real fighter.
All right, so round one begins. You have Usyk in the white trunks coming in the southpaw stance, Hunter in the red trunks coming in the orthodox stance, and right now they're in the middle of the ring. I see both guys using a lot of feints. Hunter more active, flicking a couple jabs and no steam on them.
We'll see if he has the size.
Right now, Usyk looks like he's just kind of,
his talent and skill.
Looking at what the openings are for Hunter. Hunter looks like he's trying to measure Usyk right now.
Beat Hunter, if he beats Hunter or knocking Hunter out, I think that'd be a step towards that way.
Well, and of course, we're going to see.
One thing I want to note about Usyk too is when you watch him fight, he's one of those fighters that feeds out the energy of the crowd, and there's a lot of Ukrainians in the building, so he's one of those rhythm So that could play a role into how he fights tonight.
If he can get past Klitschko. But in the meantime, Usyk off to an early start against Hunter. He doesn't always get that jab.
Right now, nobody's really landing anything significant, but Hunter's been slightly more active.
Gets a little bit of a look at his opponent before he decides.
Usyk slips punches, gets back to the center of the ring.
Over and over and over again, which has become his pattern when he's hot.
Well, Usyk did say at the fighters meeting that he's a slow starter, and I believe that
The crowd chants Usyk.
responded when I asked him.
A lot of Ukrainians in DC. I never knew there was that many Ukrainians in DC.
Real fast and make him fight faster than he normally would do coming out for the first 3 rounds. But Usyk is doing what he said he would do. He said he's gonna come out, he's gonna figure it out. He's gonna see what he has in front of him.
Right now, nobody's really landing anything significant, so I'm still waiting for that first significant shot. These guys look like they're just kind of just feeling each other out, and both guys are solid amateurs.
He's a slow starter, Usyk. And he's now in consecutive fights here on HBO.
Yeah, I want to see if Usyk can start a little faster than he did in the Nchunu fight.
Because they're good defensive fighters. And yet he was able to win his last fight by
Hunter lands a half-hearted right hand. Nothing too special though there.
Against undefeated Mike Hunter.
Nice little left hand there by Usyk.
And he wings the left hand again. Usyk won the Cruiserweight Championship last year from Christian Glowacki of Poland.
Let's see.
Held the title through 13 title defenses.
Let's see.
In the Cruiserweight division.
Cruiserweight division really doesn't have big things.
So far, Hunter has been the more, I would say, active fighter, but Usyk has landed the more clearer shots. So that's for me right now. He's winning this round.
You know, especially after Klitschko, Joshua squares off. But you know, a southpaw versus
Usyk seems to have the better fundamentals. Hunter has a good jab, but one thing I noticed with Hunter, and he landed a couple nice jabs there. He looks like he smothers a little bit of his work, so he's had to find his range. Man, Usyk has landed some nice shots at Hunter. I think I get around to Usyk. I thought he landed the more effective shots as the round went on. And so right now I got a 1-0 for Usyk. I think he did a good job of feeling him out that first half, just slowly walking him down, picking his shots. And, you know, I think, he's off to a much better start in this particular fight than he was against Nchunu. It took him a while to break down Nchunu. Shout out to the 34 people watching this fight right now. And yes, Michael Vick, shout out to Mike Vick. Larry Holmes would, in fact, kill both these guys. Because Larry Holmes would kill almost any freaking fighter when he was in his prime. But I think if you're Michael Hunter right now, you don't have to really be discouraged about that round. He did a really good job when he walked behind that jab. He just needed to stay with it and not lunge in or drop his hands, which is why I think Usyk caught him. Usyk also set a couple nice traps with his feet. All right, so round 2 starts off right here. The crowd chants Usyk, Usyk.
To shoot for the chest and let his hand run into the punch, shoot for the chest, and then throw that straight left hand up top.
Couple nice jabs there by both of them to the body.
Because Hunter is looking to counter with his right hand.
Nice right hand by Hunter. Nice left hook by Hunter. Okay. Usyk slowly walks back. And Hunter looks like he's having a much better start to this round, picking his shots very slowly.
It comes across, I think, even in that first round against Mike Hunter, who is a quick boxing mind.
Nice jab by Hunter.
Usyk's mind is working overtime, it seems.
Nice right hand, and he ties Usyk up. Good first minute here by Hunter. He's establishing himself a lot better here.
His quickness and thinking and punching as the round goes on. Hunter should try to make him avoid that and try to keep him in that same slow mode that he's
Hunter's got a clear speed advantage here.
In the first 3 rounds.
And I think his jab might be a slightly sharper, not by a lot, but slightly sharper, which is imperative here. So if he can win the battle of jabs, it gives him a chance to win the fight. Couple nice shots there, go downstairs and upstairs by Hunter.
Especially the guys who aren't huge punchers. The quickness of their boxing brain is what separates them, and Usyk thinks fast.
One thing I do like about Usyk is that he covers real good.
Nice left body shot by Hunter. Nice left hand by Usyk.
punches and not leverage punches. Where Jim, he can get.
This commentary by HBO sucks. They're freaking blowing Usyk. Like, Michael Hunter's doing some good work. Acknowledge Michael Hunter.
More or less the punches that really count to matter.
I see Hunter trying to do the right thing, trying to punch with Usyk, landed a jab doing that.
I think Hunter's doing a good job measuring Usyk.
Usyk may be cuter.
He's definitely got a tighter defense and got a more direct punch.
Oh, man, he just missed with that right hook,
Straight
Usyk.
down, you know, from the pipe, trying to hit the chest, trying to hit the arms. And that's
Nice right hand by Hunter.
To continue to try to throw that right jab and land straight.
Usyk's trying to get the jab, but Hunter's doing a good job. When Usyk measures those that right jab, Hunter's slapping it down. So you're seeing a little bit of his amateur experience come into play here for Michael Hunter.
Still trying to find that metronome rhythm which has defined his early career. Hunter working both sides. Longtime boxing fans may remember Michael Hunter's father, the cruiserweight and heavyweight French contender, went by.
Nice left hand to the body there by Usyk. Oh, nice little combination. Nice little flurry there by Usyk. Last 7 seconds here.
2006 at the age of 46. Tonight, Michael Hunter Jr. looks to win a title belt.
All right, so that round right there, you know, that round, kind of like the last round, Usyk did some good work towards the end, but I'm going to give that round to Hunter. I feel like he controlled that round more, and he just employed his game plan better than Usyk did and landed the better punches.
Since I was little, if you ever seen him in the ring, you wouldn't forget him because he was very unorthodox. They always called him in to be the opponent and stuff like that, but he was like a rough road warrior. From my knowledge, he was getting into an altercation with 2 undercover cops.
Yeah, Daniel, their commentary sucks. Like, Michael Hunter landed like 2 good jabs in a row, went to the body, turned him. Really good work there by him. They don't acknowledge it. They just keep talking about Usyk. And I'm not saying you don't want to acknowledge Usyk's good defense, but at least acknowledge the good work done by Hunter. And they didn't do that. Usyk has good D. Watch, he will figure out Hunter's rhythm and nail him. Yeah, I can see that happening. Usyk is not one of those fighters who likes to start off fast. But I give that round to Hunter. He did land better shots than me, although there weren't a ton of great shots in that round to pick from anyway. But round 3 starts off right here. I got it 1-1.
Not everyone has what Bernard Hopkins has and had, which is the kind of discipline and professionalism to get the most out of his ability. And
Hunter has faster hands actually, but I noticed that Usyk moves laterally a lot better, so that could play a role in him setting traps later on in these middle rounds.
In a 10-round fight, we go to our unofficial scorer, Harold.
How does Harold let him have it?
In round 3, Harold, how'd you score the first 2?
Yeah, Harold let him has it the same as I do. 1 round apiece.
Round 1, I thought Usyk pulled out the round at the very end, but landed some really hard shots. But around 2,
Nice right hand there by Hunter with the body.
I thought he landed some really good body shots with that right hand. I tell you the truth.
I noticed Hunter, he's throwing a lot of pity-pat shots, but nothing, he's not sitting on those punches. Like, he threw a little hook there, but he missed. Nice right hand by Hunter. Good jab. Solid jab by Usyk.
It's a 12-round fight because Usyk is defending the cruiserweight championship.
Usyk's beginning to employ a little bit more head movement and change his head positioning a little bit more here.
I took the gun, so I gave you a little extra bonus scoring from that.
That's good. That's producing out of you, Jim. Extra Harold. Nothing wrong with that.
I was just eager. I wanted to hear it.
Watching Hunter do a veteran move. He picks his left hand to block Usyk's right hand because it's southpaw, and he tries to counter with the right hand.
Usyk's defense is very tight. I do acknowledge that, though. He is very tight. Like, Michael Hunter will throw a jab and it might land, but then he doesn't really get a lot of momentum in his combination punching. But Hunter is busy, so that's what you want against a guy like Usyk. But how long can he maintain this?
Hunter is not standing still. He's giving subtle movements to the left and right. That's important for positioning, and it's making Usyk really resets himself and miss the target when he steps forward.
So Michael Hunter, with his movement and with his quick punching, is giving Alexander Usyk trouble here in round number 3. And at this moment, Hunter in this round is landing punches while Usyk is not. He's throwing more than Usyk, and Usyk has been thrown off a little bit by the rhythm of Michael Hunter.
Yeah, Michael Hunter's doing a great job of changing rhythm in this round.
He's winning the round big so far, and he's taking Usyk's left hand away.
Yo, Michael Hunter's the beast. You know Michael Hunter?
From that side.
No. Oh, that's the next fight. It's the first fight.
What
round is this? It's the 3rd round.
But will Michael
sit there?
Hunter had the mental discipline and all their mental.
Oh, nice left hand by Usyk. It's a good fight. Right now, what you're seeing is you're seeing two guys who are good amateurs. Like I said, I went down Hunter's amateur history for you guys. But Usyk, I mean, you're seeing him get pushed. So I would say in these middle rounds, they're going to be watershed rounds for Usyk. Probably the toughest rounds he had in his career.
Michael Hunter was giving Alexander Usyk all he could handle. And there's a look at Alexander Usyk. And on the right side,
who do you guys have in that round? I gave that round to Michael Hunter. I thought Michael Hunter did the better work that round, so I got a 2-1. But I could see people giving that to Usyk, but I'm gonna go Michael Hunter just because I felt like he controlled more of the round and landed some better punches.
Okay.
But Usyk is still doing a good job. Tight defense.
Smart, more combat, fast,
I think though, even though I get around 100, Usyk is he's gaining a little momentum, and he's one of those guys. Like I said, he starts off fast, and in those middle rounds, he kind of always heats up. So it's Hunter's job to stay mentally disciplined and keep that jab going, and not allow Usyk to break him down. So round 4 starts. I got Hunter up 2-1. Harold Letterman also gave the round 100. So me and Harold Letterman have identical cards, 2-1 Hunter.
Need quicker movement. Oh, that's exactly what Hunter had in that round.
I think
one thing that Usyk has going for him is that laterally, side to side, he does move better. So that could allow him to set up traps and really hit him with a hard shot, or just to allow him to control as his middle rounds go.
Even though he took a pretty good shot with the left hand. But,
Hunter's doing a good job of working upstairs, downstairs, and changing a lot of his angles too. Good shot there by Usyk.
Move throw combinations and have Usyk turning, confusion. Make him wait, make him hesitant.
And he has to move in both directions, but primarily you see Hunter wanting to move clockwise. And Usyk's right hook.
Nice left-handed by Usyk.
Doing that, moving him in line to the left hand, which Usyk would like to land. That was a really good round for Hunter.
I feel like I missed it.
Oh, it's been a really good fight.
He was tip, and then a shot.
He's sort of telegraphing or softening Hunter up.
This guy fought Arthur Beterbiev. Hunter, he fought Arthur Beterbiev in the Olympics. He lost to him though at heavyweight. He also, but in the Olympics, he beat Andy Ruiz, Steve Jafar. You know the guy who fought on the undercard of Bartholomew Bay. Steve Jafar, he beat him. He beat Steve Jafar. He beat Andy Ruiz, and a couple other guys who are good too. I can't remember right now. Yeah, he has a good amateur.
And he's undefeated as a professional.
He's talking out, yeah. Good job there by Hunter. All right, now we're seeing Usyk's punches begin to flow a little more, and it looks like they're getting sharp, and he lands a couple, about 4 body shots in like 5-second span there.
But that's partly by design with Hunter. He's not trying to land anything huge, just he's connected.
But Hunter cannot stay.
So right now you're seeing Usyk invest in that body, and it'll probably pay off. And right now it looks like now he's beginning to figure Hunter out a little bit. So Hunter, if I'm Hunter, I gotta do a good job of keeping my guard tight and keeping that jab out, because he was doing a good job of that in the first couple rounds. But that's where that lateral movement comes into play, because then Usyk can set traps, and that's where the amateur experience comes in. Oh, nice. Huh? Oh, yeah. He started way faster, though, in this fight than he did against Unchunu.
Because Hunter's boxing was really giving him fits in the 3rd round. And he went to something else here, which is to impose his size and strength.
Oh, nice couple punches there by Usyk. He is beginning to figure Hunter out slowly. Hunter's got to get back to that jab. And that's right, Aiden. Kill the body and the head will fall. Oh, nice left hook by Hunter. All right, so I gave it around the Usyk. Tremendous body work. I thought he did a good job of changing his angle. He's using that lateral foot movement, and that's what he used in that round to kind of kill Michael Hunter and kill his momentum. So this 5th round coming up, going to be a swing round, going to be a big round, an important round. And if you're Usyk, this is the round right here where you turn on that switch, you step on the gas, and you crush Hunter. If Hunter is able to gain any kind of momentum in this round, I think it's not good for Usyk. But in case you guys don't know, HBO is announcing right now, June 17th, Kovalev Ward, May 5th or 6th, Chavez Canelo. There'll be good fights coming up.
And they made 20th is Felix Diaz.
And May 20th, Felix Diaz versus Crawford. Could be probably the toughest test of Crawford's career, in my opinion. But yeah, I got a 2-2. What do you guys have right now? My boy Mr. Boxing today, he has a 2-2. Shout out to Mr. Boxing today. Go subscribe to him. 38.
And Bernard Hopkins as he nods at him coming back into the ring.
Yeah, well, I'm not in his weight class and I'm retired. But he better-
Hunter low blows. Usyk can kind of push him, so the ref kind of stops the fight for a second.
And he got the right game plan if he can
Usyk has to take a little bit of a breather.
And Bill Clancy, the referee, calls a halt to the action after what he deemed to be a low blow by Hunter.
Who do you guys have for Kovalev Ward 2? I'm sticking my damn pick for the first fight. Kovalev. He's going to beat him again. He should have beat him, got the decision the first time.
You talk about the mental discipline. It's one thing to box well against the champion. When that guy then makes adjustments, the champion makes adjustments and has a
Let's see. Good work here by Hunter.
to the contender. Does the contender get
But Usyk has tight defense, parrying his shots, moving left to right. Even if Hunter is landing, he's not getting the full velocity on his punches because they're being parried by Usyk moving. Nice right hand there by Usyk.
Usyk has a lot of fans though.
Nice left hand there by Usyk. Nice little right hand there by Hunter. Nice left hand there by light jab by there, Hunter. Usyk turns him around, get back to the middle of the ring. Double left hook there by Hunter and a right hand, nothing really doing. With 3 punches. Good jab there by Usyk. Hunter's got to establish his distance. He's throwing a lot of pity pat shots, and it could influence the judges, but I like to see him establish some distance and kind of really throw some shots to kind of hurt Usyk. I get he wants to be smart and not, open himself up too much, but at some point you got to make him earn your respect because right now he's throwing some punches and they're landing. Uh-oh. Nice left hand there by Usyk. A nice right hand by Usyk. And here comes Usyk. He's moving forward. He's walking him down. Hunter's trying to hold on. Hunter's punches are not really sharp right now, and he's smothering all of them. And Usyk's tight defense isn't helping him either. He's got to pick his shots better.
Alexander Usyk's urge to throw as many punches as possible offers Hunter constant countering opportunities so that every time.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if Hunter has constant countering opportunities because he's not throwing straight shots. He's a lot of winging shots, and they're not shots that are hurting Usyk. He can walk through them and walk him down.
Well, this dude is getting a lot of punches.
Huh?
I expect this to be
It's a good fight so far.
But he's not playing punches. Alexander
You got guys like
Usyk does this thing where he'll throw a punch and he'll turn a guy and create a new punching angle. That's something Lomachenko does, and he gets landed a nice 2-punch combination there on Hunter, backing him up to the ropes to end round 5. I gave it to Usyk. Clearly, both these guys are kind of gassing a little bit. They're both pushing each other. For Hunter and Usyk, both these are the toughest rounds of their career thus far, I would say. I mean, I don't even know Hunter's career like that, but I can say with relative ease that these are probably the hardest rounds of his career. Usyk, though, does seem to be the guy that is getting the momentum, establishing his rhythm more and imposing himself. All right, for some more commentary, we're gonna go switch locations here for a second. We're gonna go over here. Got a special guest, as you guys know, my boy Alexander, the big payback. It's Maurice. How you doing, Alex?
I'm doing good, man.
How you doing, man? This man right here, he's half Irish, but he's also half Ukrainian, so he's gonna enjoy this fight card.
Yeah,
some of his favorite fighters are fighting tonight.
Alexander,
Usyk,
Usyk.
Those are his guys.
Lomachenko, bro. Ukraine, baby, let's go.
All right, so how do you have this fight from the rounds you've seen so far? What do you think?
Let's see. The rounds I've seen so far.
Round 6.
You've seen 2 rounds. Round 3. So from what I've seen so far, I have 2-1 Usyk.
Yeah.
From round 3 to 5. Okay. So I stopped to see the first 2 rounds, but Yeah, you know, I have Usyk winning.
Right now, Letterman has his cards the same as mine, 3-2 for Usyk. I gave him that last round. Right now, both these guys are kind of just moving around, trying to establish themselves. Hunter doesn't move laterally or create a lot of punching angles. And I think it's allowing Usyk to figure his rhythm out and his punching angles out. And he's able to just implore whatever game plan he wants. So he's setting a lot of traps. He'll throw punches to step around him. And honestly, if I'm Michael Hunter, I gotta land something to make this dude respect me, because right now Usyk is beginning to break him down. Those body shots earlier on, they really they landed really cleanly, and it slowed a lot of Hunter's mobility. So I'm looking for Hunter to do something. And right now he's backing up. Usyk's walking him down. Usyk sets a couple shots there by Hunter. Parries a shot there. Hunter lands a jab. Usyk lands a couple shots right there. Nice jab there by Hunter. I noticed with Hunter too, when he gets at a certain distance, he drops his hands and his punches are coming from down here rather than coming from up here, which are affecting the power of his punches. He needs to, work on his hand positioning or improve on that, because Usyk is making him pay for that.
But not the right hand behind it, which I think eventually he will start doing.
Usyk is a second half of the fight type of fighter.
Yeah,
and that's why I think
I actually agree with what Kellerman said. He's the second half of the fight.
Now to try to make him at least think twice about walking in.
All right, so a lot of you guys in the comments called for a 6-round or 7-round KO from Usyk. We might get it because Hunter is gassing out, and it looks like the experience or a level of skill. They say it shows over time, and it's beginning to show. Usyk is walking down Hunter, landing body shots, head shots. He's backing up Hunter, which is not good for him. Another thing with Hunter, which is not going well for him, nice left hand by Usyk, and another left hand by Usyk, and he knocks him to the ropes, but Hunter keeps coming forward, and he's fighting his heart out. Can Michael Hunter dig deep and actually get himself back in this fight? Because ever since about the 4th round, Usyk's kind of took it over. Usyk's not really staying down on his punches.
The trunk has warmed up, Jim. And he's warmed up because now he's throwing more than one punch, and he's more confident now. Got a little hop to his step, and he's throwing punches. I
told you guys too, one thing that's good about Usyk, he's one of those guys that feeds out the energy of the crowd. It's almost like in basketball. You guys watch the Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry, he'll hit a 3-pointer, and from half court, the crowd goes wild, and then the Golden State Warriors come at you in waves. It's almost the same sort of thing with Usyk. He lands a little combination, the crowd cheers, and he feeds off of that. And then he starts stepping around you, and then he starts dominating you. And that's what he's doing right now to Michael Hunter, who, to be quite honest, Michael Hunter has faster hands, but doesn't have faster feet. And Usyk's he's able to set traps and impose himself on him. So I get around to Usyk. I got it 4 rounds to 2. And Hunter's got to do something to lower his work rate and kind of just be able to get himself back in this fight. He hasn't been in this fight for about a couple rounds now.
What's funny is that in the Tuna fight, he was boring as hell.
We are halfway through the fight.
So that's because Hunter's more. And Tuna was opening up. And Tuna was very tight. Hunter's actually throwing punches, so it's allowing Usyk to actually throw more.
Usyk was just like a one-handed fighter.
Usyk has Letterman has a 4-2 Usyk just like me.
Alexander Usyk. Somebody said that a few rounds ago.
Right now, around 7. Both of them in the middle of the ring. You got Hunter, who hasn't really been feigning a lot like he was earlier in the fight. I think it's also another reason why Usyk's been able to figure him out. He's also lunging a little bit, so you better be careful.
He gets that left jab in Usyk's face, just like he did there. He gets off first, and and the judges got to give him credit, just like he did there.
Hunter throws a little flurry at Usyk, like nods at him, just to kind of say, "Is that all you got?" He's fighting off the ropes now. Hunter.
And here's how good your eyes are, Harold. You say that you
Usyk
think Usyk looks
just parried a shot there, fighting off the ropes. Hunter is reluctant to throw anything because he doesn't want to counter off the ropes.
At 207, way off, way off. 97 and a half.
He's the, oh my god, nice little short right hand by Usyk, gets out of the corner, spins out, back to the middle of the ring.
I'm telling you.
Nice left hand to the body there by Usyk. These body shots are slowing down Hunter.
Movements to the left, to the right, but he can't pull back with his head like that because now Usyk is hot shotting for the left, then right, then combination.
Nice left hand there by Usyk.
Highly unusual, as I mentioned before. The
Hunter right now, to me, looks like he's in survival mode. He's not throwing punches to land, and the way he's like kind of just moving around the ring, throwing one shot at a time, he looks like Amir Khan in the 4th and 5th round of the Canelo fight.
Guys, not only is Usyk a tremendous fighter, and Hunter's really
You can't win by surviving.
well here.
You can?
You can't.
Well,
The only way you can is if you're Andre Ward.
He's been in 11
Yeah,
months.
get a gift.
You gotta get the decision.
The best kind of division likely, as off a long layoff. Is an
If
impressive-
Michael Hunter can make it to the cards, I think that would say a lot about him because right now Usyk's beginning to really press the action, landing a lot of nice body shots these last couple rounds.
The only guy that ever went the distance with Usyk was Kawaki.
He's handling, he's handling real good.
Oh yeah, he fought Golovkin, right?
Yeah, that's how he got the
WWE. Right,
WBC.
yeah. So Golovkin, nice right hand there by Usyk, snaps to Michael Hunter's head back, and Usyk is beginning to walk down Michael Hunter.
Yeah, Kawaki's the only guy
Hunter's tendencies? How does he react to fate?
that went the distance with him.
How does he react to the
Michael Hunter's throwing a lot of pity pat shots that really are not doing anything to Usyk. Usyk is walking him down. All right, so I give that to Usyk as well. Bishop Boxing today says, shout out to Rival Boxing Gloves, the best gloves in the business. Yes, shout out to Rival Boxing Gloves. Shout out to my boy Sam at Rival Boxing Gloves.
Lomachenko, right?
Loma's gloves. Everybody keeps saying Lomachenko's gloves are like super nice today.
Yeah, they're like greenish, I think.
So I got it now 5-2 for Usyk. He's just putting them rounds in the bank. They're like savings bonds, man. Just putting them in the bank.
Yo, I just realized all these Ukrainians are actually Olympians on the side.
Yeah, one guy said this is the Olympic dream team for Ukraine.
Yeah,
Some people say that Olympic team is arguably the greatest Olympic team of all time.
yeah, because Usyk is a gold medalist and
I
Vasyl.
disagree. I think the second.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
who's the first?
1984 American Olympic team. Evander Holyfield, Pernell Whitaker,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and a couple other guys. I'm gonna look it up right now, actually.
No, but yeah,
Concerted instructions between
and then Vasyl also flying the Olympics as well. And then Lomachenko is a two-time Olympian.
directly follow the instruction he's
All right, so round 8. Let's see if Michael Hunter can make it to round 10
very,
at this
very
point.
straightforward and concerted in saying, I want body punches this round. Usyk came out and didn't throw any body punches in that round. He was hammering the Hunter upstairs.
He's not listening to his
Oh, Meldrick Taylor, Mark Breland, Evander Holyfield, Frank Tate, Henry Tillman, Tyrell Biggs.
Oh yeah, that actually is. I mean, if you have Evander Holyfield, Whitaker, then actually probably is like the best Olympic hero.
Virgil Hill.
Rough Handler knows what he's talking about, but Usyk is the one in there, and he's an experienced
All right, so
fighter, and
about 1 minute's gone by.
to take advantage of that. He did not
Nice jab there by Hunter. Hunter's,
But sometimes you gotta too look at it that the trainer knows more.
I don't know. Hunter looks like he's out of ideas. When I look at Hunter right now, I think he's giving a good account of himself, but he looks like a guy with 12 fights who's not as good as Usyk. But he's trying, man. I can't fault him for effort. I like Michael Hunter.
Hey, I mean, at least he's still in the fight. Though. At least he didn't get like,
So you did carry out the in-between round instructions, you're saying?
You have to.
he's not a quitter like TKT, so you know.
Oh, nice little short combination. Usyk does that really well. Oh my god.
See an accurate puncher.
Accuracy like out of this world by Usyk. Oh my god, here goes Usyk. Unleashing flurries, and Hunter's fighting with his hands down. And he's getting clipped left and right.
Yo, wait. I think he has a blue side, bro.
It looks like we're going to get a stoppage here very soon from Usyk. Tonight it's Ukraine versus the world, and right now Ukraine is probably gonna win.
Yeah.
Ukraine versus America and Cuba today. Michael. Oh snap! Michael Hunter's arms are down. Usyk's pretty much right now. It's target practice. All he's gotta do is walk him down. Nice body shot there by Usyk. Good body shot there by Hunter. Hunter's throwing shots to stay in the fight, but he's not throwing shots to hurt him. He doesn't really believe. It doesn't look like he believes he can win this fight or win any of these rounds, because basically since round 4, it's been Usyk's fight. But I gotta give him credit though. He's trying. I don't think he has the experience right now or the skill level to deal with Usyk. Not many cruiserweights do.
Usyk has landed twice as many power punches in the round. Hunter has had his moments, but generally speaking, Usyk is again beginning to take control of the flow.
All right, so that's another round for Usyk. So what's round 8? I got it 6-2 for Usyk. He's figured this guy out. He's walked him down. He's been turning him, setting him traps, just putting on basically a boxing lesson. Probably one of the more accurate performances I've seen so far this year. I would say outside of like Lomachenko and Roman Gonzalez, Usyk is probably the most accurate fighter in boxing. But he's a slow starter. He's not more methodical than those guys.
Pressure. Broken, okay? Broken fucking ball, okay?
I don't have a Ukrainian speaking trainer.
Hunter's on his heels, but now he's trying to hold.
It's HBO. It's closed circuit television, so.
And then he tries to roll.
They still curse like on BBC too, though.
They curse on network television sometimes, D. They curse on network TV sometimes.
Moving as much as he is, that when he gets caught, he gets knocked off balance and makes the.
How do you guys have the fight so far? Mr. Boxing today and I have the same identical card, 6-2.
It is a danger, especially when he's not punching. He must punch.
Harold Letterman also has the same 6-2 card.
He must move to the left or the right to avoid any contact.
He was rubbernecking.
We see you, bro. We saw you in those streets. I was like, man, why isn't Alex here? And then I saw your Snapchat story. I'm like, oh, that's why.
Yeah, I was hanging out with those 2 girls.
Just you and the 2 girls?
No, we didn't kiss or anything.
So it's getting more and more difficult.
I didn't say you. I was asking a question.
For Michael Hunter to win a decision in the fight. And certainly up to this point, it has appeared
what if they rob Usyk?
2 is the bigger puncher. It's
What if they rob
not Hunter.
All right, so round number 9. Hunter, you know, I give him credit, man. I didn't think he'd last around 9. If he lasts around 10, I really respect it, because Usyk's just been ending whatever he wants these last couple rounds. Nice couple jabs there by Hunter. If Hunter just had tighter defense, he'd be a lot more in this fight. He's got a good jab, but he drops his hands and he starts moving his head, and it's a lot easier for Usyk to hit him.
Well, if Usyk were to win this round, he would then have 7 rounds won on Letterman's scorecard. Now, there isn't always a direct correspondence between what Harold Letterman sees and what official judges see.
Nice jab by Usyk.
We have to emphasize that he is our unofficial ringside scorer.
Usyk's trying to set him up for the right check hook, because Hunter keeps leaning in. You guys notice he'll go like this, kind of. He'll step back and kind of go like that. And you wait to see if Hunter will lunge in. But don't be surprised if he does get a knockout. Don't be surprised if it's off of a check right hook, because he is lunging in with the head. Whenever he throws the right hand, he lunges in.
I don't think Usyk's going to get robbed, though. I mean, because, you know, the crowd is, like, going for Usyk.
So it's more of a desperation, retaliation that Hunter's doing.
Justice Hunter's timing in his best round, the 3rd, was impeccable. Usyk's timing on the jab.
Where's this fight at?
Washington, D.C.
Is there a lot of Ukrainians in Washington, D.C. or something?
Guess so.
When Hunter's not expecting it, now it's Usyk with the kind of offbeat rhythm on the jab.
Apparently, where they're fighting, it's like I think it's a new venue.
Yeah.
It's the MGM Grand DC.
Yeah.
Putting MGMs in other places now.
They did it in Michigan as well. That's what that press is showing. When she fought Sylvian Sabatos.
Michael Hunter has a good jab, and I can see why he was a good amateur and he beat so many solid guys and amateurs, but he doesn't, from what I've seen against Usyk, and maybe I have to watch some of the fights, but he doesn't offer a lot of power. Maybe that's just him simply respecting Usyk's accuracy, which I understand. But he needs, if he wants to somehow win this fight, he needs to start sitting down on some of these shots and landing some hard shots. He hasn't really landed anything hard in a while.
Oh, thanks for the water cup.
That's another round for Usyk. I got 8-2. Mr. Boxing today says, I predicted on a video in 2015 that Usyk will compete for heavyweight title one day. I can see it, man. A lot of people, I think, I've heard people talk about it. You're one of the main guys I always hear talk about Usyk competing for heavyweight title. And I think it's possible. He's got the size. He's got the skills. So we'll see, man. And the heavyweight division, I would say outside of like Anthony Joshua, Parker, and Wilder, like those three, because those are the younger guys. Everybody else is kind of old. You have a chance to snatch up one of the titles because a lot of the guys that are contenders are older guys. So we'll see what happens.
Yo, who do you think would win between Usyk and Joshua?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think Usyk will give Joshua problems.
Yeah.
I don't know if he beat him, but he'll give him a lot of problems because of that movement.
Significantly in the ninth round.
And Joshua has stamina problems. Like I don't know, they're not as bad as they used to be, but Joshua has stamina problems. Usyk can wear him out. But then Joshua is significantly bigger than Usyk. I believe Joshua's like 6'6".
Yeah.
And he's really punches really hard, and his mechanics are getting a lot better.
We got to see what his fight first goes.
I don't know, man. I actually, now that you bring it up, I'd love to see that fight. Two Olympic gold medalists.
Yeah,
I'd love to see that fight. Although a lot of people don't look at Joshua as an Olympic gold medalist. A lot of people thought he lost his gold medal fight.
I'm paper.
Nice right hand there by Michael Hunter. That's good to see. Let's see. Work behind it. I got respect for Hunter.
Anyway, 7-2. Alexander Usyk.
The left hand to the body is the second time I saw it hurt Hunter this round. That's the third time right there. See
body shot by Usyk. Usyk just putting these body shots in the bank. Another body shot. Another body shot. Another body shot. And another body shot. Jesus. Michael Hunter's going to be pissing like Ruslan Kravanikov. If he keeps taking these body shots, he's going to be pissing like he's Ruslan Kravanikov. Jesus. Another body shot. I gotta admit, I haven't studied Usyk as much as the other Ukrainian fighters, but the more I watch him, man, he's got to be one of the best body punchers in the sport. I don't know about the best, but one of the best for sure that I've seen.
Well, I thought he was going to be a boring fighter at first, but because the Juno fight, he was like just using his left hand.
When I saw Michael Hunter's amateur pedigree, and when I saw how he was fighting the first couple rounds, I knew it wasn't even a boring fight.
Yeah.
Right now, you got Usyk just landing little short combinations, and he looks like he's hurting Hunter, but Hunter's just tying him up. Hunter is strong enough to tie him up and survive. And right now, I think Hunter, it's just about surviving. Because the only guy that survived against Usyk has been Golovkin, and it doesn't look like right now that Hunter will be the other guy because he's getting pieced up left and right. Got hit with a low blow right there. Left hand, right hand.
Stop the fight, man.
No, Hunter's still fighting. Still fighting. Hunter's fighting back, though. I got to give him credit. He's not laying down. He just doesn't have skills right now. Nice little finish there for Hunter. So he survives another round. Gets all the way to the 11th, This is the kind of fight, I didn't know a whole lot about Mike Hunter. I know people who know him. I know vague things about Mike Hunter. I want to see more of him as his career progresses. He's a good fighter from what I've seen. I just don't think he can deal with Usyk. There's only a handful of guys that cruiserweight that can deal with Usyk. Like I think let's see, Breedis could deal with Usyk. Maybe Marco Huck would lose to Usyk, I think. I think really maybe Breeders could deal with Usyk, and I know a lot of you guys might disagree with me, but I think Tony Bellew could deal with Usyk. Even though people are going to count him out and he'll be the underdog, Tony Bellew just has like those intangible things, man, that just make like he might be fighting a way more talented fighter, but Bellew just finds ways. Like it's kind of like Danny Garcia, he just finds ways to win, man.
Well, you should check out who Junior Garcia is, by the way. He's a Cuban cruiserweight, 21-0 with 20 knockouts. He'll be fighting Shumanov for the WBA regular title.
Letterman has his card 8-2 for Usyk. He's won every round since round 4, and I have it the same way.
On which the 3 signature fighters in the last 3 events are
now it's really about 2 things. It's really about can Usyk close the show. I think getting a KO here against a good prospect and Hunter, a good amateur as Raw and Hunter, would be a good statement for Usyk at this point in his career. Because he beat Chunu, Gavaki, and now Hunter. Be 3 good wins for him.
Well, do you think Hunter should have got like a few more fights before challenging for a world title?
No, because if you get a chance to challenge for a world title in boxing, you always take it. It doesn't really matter.
I mean, yeah, I know, but you only have like.
It doesn't matter because those don't always come around. When Hunter stays, one thing I noticed about Hunter is when he stays real tight with his upper body, not too tight, but when he stays real tight with his upper body, he can actually move his head. He does have decent defensive skills, moving backwards and left to right, which he's shown as the fights went on. He just gets into this habit where when he gets hit with one punch, he drops his hands and he starts trying to be like freaking Pernell Whitaker, and then he gets clipped left and right. So I think with experience, Michael Hunter will improve.
Well, how old is Michael Hunter?
28.
I mean, he still has a good few years left in him.
This is where the extra.
Yeah, that's true.
Usyk is bringing in, and the power and the strength become overwhelming to Hunter. It looks like Hunter just right now just trying to avoid any big punches because he won't be able to retaliate back.
And this is the first round. Usyk with the distance in beating Lomachenko for the cruiserweight crown, so he has been in this situation before.
Hunter just took 3 or 4 punches upstairs, took it well, but if you continue to take punches like that and not get the respect of Usyk, I think it was going to be really, really coming to an end.
Hunter's shown a lot, even surviving.
I'm here. You guys see me? Right now it's Usyk versus Michael Hunter. After this, we got Gavadzic versus Yuniesky Gonzalez, which I think it's gonna be a really, really good fight. Might be the fight of the night. I think might be the most exciting fight of the night. The next one. But right now, Usyk's just putting on a masterclass performance against Michael Hunter. Still looking for that stoppage, and I think he might get it right here because he just backed. Oh no, never mind. He didn't walk him down. So Michael Hunter is got all the way to the 12th round. Shout out to him. He's tough as nails.
Our punches through the 11th round, Usyk has landed 190 out of 363. That's 52%. He never had Hunter anywhere close to being knocked out or going down.
Stepping around, but you gotta work. I need you to bring your hand. Bring your hand. Go to the back. I need you to keep working.
Well, what city guy? Where are you guys watching the fights tonight? Where are you guys from? Let me know in the comments. City, state, continent. As you guys know, Dania, Florida. South Florida to be exact. Greatest region in the world.
There's an interesting number, guys.
We got Omaha, Nebraska in the building. Cordova, Tennessee. Shout out to Cordova, Tennessee. Dallas, Texas. You know what? Oh, Maryland, New Zealand. Yeah, man, Tabiti. We can't forget about Tabiti.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I would like to see how Michael Hunter would. Oh, that's who we beat too in the amateurs. Michael Hunter beat Andrew Tabiti.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Apollo. Liverpool, UK. Shout out to Everton. Let's go.
Well, Tabiti might fight Breeders, by the way.
Freaking greatest football club in the world, Everton. Shout out to Liverpool. Round 12 is going on right now. We got.
Dig to the body to win this fight.
Although I do think the jab helped set up the offense.
See, now I hate Hunter. Looks like he's finding he's changing his levels more. Like he'll drop low, come high with his head, and then he'll throw jabs from different angles. And now he's putting his punches together better now. But like I said, he gets clipped with a punch, and then he just loses all defensive composure. New York, New Orleans, shout out to you guys. The Philippines.
Shout out to Manny Pacquiao.
Began firing to the body and learned that he could land to the belly. That changed the fight.
Took the legs out of Hunter. And right now, Hunter is hurt.
Here goes Usyk, gonna close the show. Left hand, right hand, clipping him to the head. Hunter gets clipped again, and he's surviving, but he's getting hit left and right, and he's not really. Usyk is closing the show. He should take a knee. This is a nice Kellerman. Take a knee, damn it. Stop being tough. Take a knee. He's coming forward and he's getting clipped left and right, and he gets knocked back into the ropes. Oh, the referee counts it as a standing knockdown count, like an amateur type of knockdown.
So he's being generous in saying that the ropes held him up.
Yeah, the ropes were holding him up. So Usyk comes back with a flurry of punches, clips him with a left, clips him with a right, clips him with a right again. He's walking him down. Hunter's trying to survive. He's got 46 seconds left. He's wobbling left and right. A right hand by Usyk. Usyk looks like he's gassing. Hunter's throwing punches just to survive. Oh my God. Really get the stoppage. He gets throwing pity pat punches. He has no gas left. But neither does Usyk. So it's very fortunate for him. Usyk's trying to get his left hand, right hand. Hunter can barely stand right now. 16 seconds. Can Hunter get to the bell and have some pride? Oh, Usyk clips him with a left, and an uppercut, and a right, and a left, and a right. Oh my God. This dude will not go down. He made it to the bell. At the expense of potential brain damage, he made it to the bell.
Yo, and Gowaki's the only guy that went the distance without having to count.
Okay, so shout out to Michael Hunter. He's now the second guy, only the second guy that's made it to the bell with Usyk. So I guess he has that for going for him. Although I do think he had a lot of things he needs to work on, but he did show in many spots of that fight why he's a solid amateur. And he beat a lot of the good fighters and amateurs, but he was nowhere near the skill level of Usyk tonight. I think for him, he was very fortunate that Usyk got tired out from just throwing so many punches. Oh, shout out to my dad in the comments. Everybody say hi to my dad. Shout out to Mr. Taylor. But Dad, yeah, right now it was Alexander Usyk and Michael Hunter fighting for the cruiserweight title, one of the cruiserweight titles. I believe it was WBO. And Usyk put on a masterclass performance, and he improves to 13-0 with 11 knockouts. Slowly but surely establishing himself as arguably the #1 cruiserweight in the world. We'll see, man. I would like to see him maybe fight Tony Bellew or Ledbedev or Gassiev or Briedis.
Likely.
Yeah, Hunter's a tough dude.
Hunter's tough, man. Alex, what do you think about the fight?
Yeah, bro, you know, one of the best points I've ever seen, man. Well, the best performance I've seen from Usyk. You know, he made up for it from the Schumer fight. You know, so I joined this fight even more.
A few of them were landing cleanly enough to stop the fight.
What about Mr. Michael Hunter? Even though he missed his best round.
I thought he lost, but I believe he can come back there.
Usyk's feet are moving so much of the time.
You know what, too? It's funny because in boxing, a lot of times people say, like, I'll say 115 pounds is the most stacked division. Some would say welterweight. There's a case for cruiserweight being the most stacked division you have.
So some people say junior middleweight, too.
Yeah, but cruiserweight's really stacked. The thing is, it just doesn't have any, like,
I'm not sure you can.
American fighters, and people don't talk about it that much. But you got Usyk, you got Garcia, Medvedev, Briedis, Tabiti,
Vertigo,
Shumanov,
Polaki,
a lot of guys. So that's what it is.
Michael Huck.
I mean, there have been heavyweight too. Michael's face function.
I ate it more since I said I bet Hunter's spaced out.
Let's go to Michael Buffer with the official decision on the fight.
All right, here's the official decision.
All right, here's the decision, guys.
Gentlemen, we go to the scorecards here at the MGM.
Split decision.
All three judges score it 117 to 110 to the winner by unanimous decision. Still WBO Cruiserweight Champion of the World, still undefeated. From Simferopol, Ukraine,
Alexander Usyk.
All right, so there you go. Alexander Usyk gets a unanimous decision. A masterclass performance. The CompuBox numbers say, and I'm not, obviously they're not always accurate, but they're a good indicator. Sometimes 35%. He landed 35% of his punches. He landed 321 punches to Michael Hunter's 190 according to CompuBox. Well, actually, no, my bad. The final percentages were 53% to 29%. And that's what it is. So.
Yo, Usyk threw almost 1,000 punches.
So ultimately, the average
you saw that?
Probably didn't get stoppage.
Landing at an 18%.
No, but yo, isn't that a lot for a cruiserweight?
It's a lot, period.
Hunter landing his jab pretty well. 72 out of 376. All in all, those numbers supporting the decision in favor of the cruiserweight titleist Alexander Usyk.
Yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Usyk does. I think at some point, continues moving on the path he's on. He's one of the guys I look at. From a skill standpoint, he has a chance to maybe be the best fighter in boxing at some point. I don't know if it'll be, this year, but I'd say that sometime in the next 3 to 4 years, Usyk, if he makes the right moves and wins the right fights, he could be number one, pound for number one. We'll see. So that's the first fight on the card. Right now, it's Ukraine 1, the rest of the world 0. The second fight coming up now. This is actually the fight I think will be the most competitive of the night. You have Alexander Gvasdik. His last fight was on the Kovalev Wood undercard. He fought Isaac Chilemba, and he got a stoppage victory. So that was a good win for him. Chilemba is a top 10 opponent. And then now he's fighting Ulises Gonzalez, another guy who, as most of us know, fought John Pascal about 2 years ago. And he gave John Pascal hell in the ring. A lot of people thought he beat John Pascal. Yeah, I haven't seen got robbed, but Gonzalez is going to give him a good fight. And I think, to me, I look at it as a 55-45 type of fight. Go either way. Yeah, I mean, Samuel Fuller says Michael Hunter needs to go to the heavyweight factory. You know what? Every freaking cruiserweight heavyweight needs to go to the heavyweight factory. The freaking best boxing gym in the world. One of the best boxing gyms in the world.
Yo, who do you want to win between Vasyl and Gonzalez?
I really don't care. I want to see a good fight. Yeah. Whoever deserves to win, that's what I want to win.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I actually feel bad for.
I'm not worried with anybody. This is like one card where I'm literally like, I'm not going for anybody in any one of these fights. I just want to see good fights. So like this fight, I'm not going for anybody. I like Lomachenko, but see, look, I like Sosa because it's a pizza man, man. It's a pizza man. I'm a pizza man. He's a pizza man. I gotta support the pizza man. Why wouldn't I support my fellow pizza man?
Yeah, have you saw his fight with Fortuna yet?
Huh?
Have you saw his fight with Fortuna yet?
Yeah,
I have.
I'm surprised cruiserweight's never popped off to mainstream boxing fans. Well, you know what? I think if they do the World Boxing Super Series, they will pop off because it'll be a bigger platform.
Squeeze out a victory on the scorecards. They head back to Las Vegas to settle the score with light heavyweight supremacy.
Diaz versus probably going to be good. Oh, so before I get into talking about Usyk again, let me just let you guys know. Next Saturday, Paul Parker versus Sosa Cabrera. I will be live for that fight. I'll be live for Chavez and Canelo. I'll be live for Crawford Diaz, and I'm sure as hell because I didn't get a chance. I wasn't doing this when the first Kovalev Ward fight happened. I'm gonna be live just like how I am right now for Kovalev Ward, and I'll probably do that one kind of like how I did the Golovkin Jacobs one, where I stream even the fights on the preliminary card. So be on the lookout for those coming up. But right now we got the Gvozdyk Unieski Gonzalez fight. Tail of the tape is as follows. Gvozdyk is the younger fighter at 29. He's the taller fighter at 6'2.5". He has an arm length. He has an arm length advantage at 2.5 inches, and they're both the same weight tonight. But Gonzalez is the more experienced fighter, and it's probably his toughest test to date.
Both guys putting on 10 pounds overnight. Once again, it underlines how unusual it was that Michael Hunter weighed 198 yesterday and came to the ring at 197.
Yeah, that's right, Dad. Let him know, man. Tony Bellew, you do it. Everybody wants to complain about David Hayes' leg, but Tony Bellew moved up to heavyweight, and he did what they couldn't do. And honestly, he's not the most skilled fighter in the world by any stretch of the imagination, but he does have an underrated resume. I think his resume doesn't get enough credit.
Yo, wait, we're going to watch Canelo Chavez here?
Oh, yeah, good point. Never mind. Canelo Chavez, I might not be live.
Yeah, because
I might watch that at the movies.
Yeah, it's at Aventura Mall movie.
I might watch that at the
Sanctioned
movies.
by the Maryland State Athletic Commission. The 3 judges assigned to ringside: David Braslow, Lynn Carter, and John Gradowski. And in charge of the action at the bell, referee Harvey Dock.
Harvey Dock.
10 rounds of boxing in the light heavyweight division. On the line, the NABF and vacant NABO light heavyweight championship.
That's right, Pavlovos. David Hayes was supposed to KO him. And what happened? Tony Bellew took his best shots, and he beat his ass the rest of the fight. People want to say, oh, it was his leg. Well, Tony Bellew told you what he was going to do. So anyway, enough of Bellew versus Hayes. That's all water under the bridge. Right now it's Gvozdyk Gonzalez. Unieski Gonzalez. What a coco. I don't want.
174.2 pounds. His record, a perfect one.
Yeah, a lot of great cruiserweights though. I still have to watch Breeders versus who we fought last. Michael Hawk, yeah, Mark Hawk versus Breeders. I have to watch that fight. So to me, as far as excitement goes and competitive fights, I think this will be the most competitive fight of the night.
Well, the only guy to go the distance with Gvozdyk is some guy named Michael Chibango. He went the distance with Gvozdyk twice. They fought 2 times. Huh?
What's his record?
He was a journeyman.
No, I'm talking about.
12-0 with 10 knockouts. Yeah, and the 2 distance he went with the same guy.
And he did what Kovalev couldn't do.
Yeah, knocked out.
I'm gonna start being an Earl Spence fan. He did what Pacquiao couldn't do.
Yeah. Knocked out Muhammadi in better fashion. Stopped Chilembo.
Oh, yeah, beat Muhammadi as well, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then he beat he fought Donna Stevenson.
Supervising
Tommy Karpinski. He beat Tommy Karpinski.
Oh, I thought you said Gvozdyk fought Donna Stevenson. I'm like, when?
He was actually dropped by Karpinski in the first round though.
As we mentioned,
Yeah.
at the beginning of the show, this is the first time that HBO Sports has ever covered boxing matches in Maryland. We've been doing it since the late 1970s, so it's almost 40 years of boxing on HBO, and we've never been here before.
Really? That's weird.
He's a veteran New York referee.
Shout out to Maryland. Shout out to my boy DC Mike TV. Go subscribe to his channel. That's my guy. I haven't talked to him in a minute, but shout out to my boy DC Mike. I'm sure he's there right now.
And Unieski Gonzalez, who was unbeaten until a year and a half ago, now has a lot to try to prove as he suffered 2 losses in a row.
All right, so round 1 begins the toughest test of Gvozdyk's career. Unieski Gonzalez trying to work his way back into light heavyweight title contention. Right now you have Gonzalez in the purple, yellow trunks, Gvozdyk in the black and gray trunks. And right now Gvozdyk using that arm length, sticking that jab out there. Gonzalez really tight defensively in the show. So right now, Ukraine versus Cuba right now. Good amateur rivalry.
And I'm seeing if Alexander can go ahead and Gonzalez can go ahead and try to
Alex, can you
cut
back
him off
up?
if he can, which he should early, to try to establish that he's going to beat all of them every round that goes. So, you know, I like to see him do that now and not.
One thing Vasyl's got going for him is that
catch up later.
he, much like the last fight, he's got more foot speed than Gonzalez. He's longer than Gonzalez too. Punches are they come out more fluid than Gonzalez. But Gonzalez can punch, man. He better not walk into the wrong freaking punch by Gonzalez when he's slumped on the canvas.
So he must establish this now. The first 3 rounds is crucial on the dictator of the pace of this fight.
You saw Harvey Doc immediately warning Uniesky Gonzalez about hitting Bostic on the back of the head. And that may be a factor in the fight. Whether Doc allows Gonzalez to throw his right hand over the top and land it when sometimes it is likely to make contact on the back of the head.
Gonzalez can't be distracted by the referee. Must throw the punch as
Nice little punch, nice little throw there by Bostic.
that he would take away one of his biggest weapons, I think.
Bostic has much faster feet, and
every now and then drop it down
more so than the last fight. As long as he stays tight defensively, this is a fight that for me I'm picking Bostic to win. The only way he loses to me is if Gonzalez can land something to hurt him, which is possible. But with the amateur pedigree and arm advantage, speed advantage, Bostic should be able to beat Gonzalez. But that's why we watch the fights, because we don't know what's going to happen exactly.
And Bostic's already shown you what he does. Jab and move, jab and move.
Bostic from the outside, you see, has the
Nice.
and
Gonzalez throws a lot of looping right hands.
coming in. That middle distance.
Nice jab there by Gonzalez. He needs to work behind that jab more. Have a nice jab by Gonzalez.
In order to get inside.
Nice jab by Bostic. He doesn't want to get into a jab contest, but he still wants to work that jab.
Very careful, he can knock you out.
Nice little combination by Bostic. He should out Robert Garcia, right?
And you know, Gonzalez can't compete with that. That's not his style. That's not
A student of the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy.
this what he does.
Gonzalez is chasing this dude around the ring, taking the fight right to him. But Bostic ties him up in the corner. Harvey Doc breaks it up. So far, I got Bostic winning. I think he's doing better work. But Gonzalez seems to be warming up slowly but surely. I gave Bostic that round. I thought he outboxed him. But it looked to me that Uniesky Gonzalez was getting a little more comfortable as the round went on. So we'll see how he responds in round 2. Who you guys that winning that round? Yeah, he is. I think the fact that Gonzalez is making him move around a lot, if he's able to invest in that body and hurt him and get him to fight in close quarters and make it a real fight, then it becomes a more winnable fight for him. Shout out to Jerry Reyes, the translator who can't translate. It's Jerry or Oyala, whatever his name is. Jerry Reyes, Jerry Oyala, whatever. He don't pay my bills. My dad gave that round to Uniesky Gonzalez. Here, let me give it to Bostic. I got a 1-0 Bostic. All right, so round 2. Bostic starts working some combinations in there. Gonzalez throwing some more jabs. Not trying to match speed, but still moving methodically, looking for his opportunities. Good jab there by Gonzalez.
Due to this, and you know, he needs to go ahead and throw more than one jab because he's going to get countered if he don't. But no, I don't think it's going to be a big factor. I think he's been there, done that. He has fights where
nice lateral movement by Bostic.
I don't think it's going to be anything different.
Nice jab by Bostic.
But he can't beat one and done here. He got to beat more than one. He got to throw 4 punches. He got to set it up first and be first at all times in this fight.
A little low below there by Gonzalez.
So he went out boxing.
You know, Gonzalez missed with the right hand, right around in this area of the ring in the first round, guys. And Karpenski knocked Bostic down.
Gonzalez ties him up
with a kind of shot from a middle distance that Bostic didn't see.
And that's another thing, too. If Karpenski can knock down Bostic, Uniesky Gonzalez sure can. He just needs to set up that shot and be in the right position. Vasyl has faster feet. Nice little flurry about Gonzalez. Lands punches to the body. One thing I like about Gonzalez so far that he's doing is he's throwing his jab in spots, but he's also working to the body and he's changing his punching angles, which I think against a guy who's faster like Vasyl is very important.
He goes right to the right hand because he goes to his left.
As long as he keeps Vasyl guessing, the likelihood of him landing a big shot is a lot more higher to happen.
Especially useful against a taller opponent.
Throws the right hand there, but it gets smothered by Vasyl's shoulder. Nice jab there by Ines Gonzalez. Vasyl continues circling the ring.
Face to face with Gonzalez.
And now this is a round that I'm giving slightly to Ines Gonzalez. I think he's doing better work.
Could give Gonzalez a lot of trouble as the fight goes on.
That's why Gonzalez has to beat the body. He has to go
nice jab by Vasyl. Good little flurry there by Vasyl.
He cannot win a boxing match, as we see.
All right, so now Vasyl gets taken over the round. He landed more punches there. Another right hand there. I mean, Gonzalez keeps moving forward, trying to look for his opportunity in his shot. So far, Vasyl's up 1-0. That's what I have winning right now.
He has to get closer. He has to take the reach away. He has to bang the body when he's punching.
Nice right hand there by Vasyl.
If Unieski can't breathe on him, Gonzalez is at his mercy because the hand speed difference.
Lomachenko throws straighter and shorter shots.
Vasyl. All right, so round 2 ends. I thought Ines Gonzalez was doing a good job. I had him winning halfway through the round, but then Vasyl kind of just took over with the work rate and landing more effective punches to keep him at bay. So I give that round to Vasyl, 2-0. Ines Gonzalez is going to have to sit out there and just box him. He's got to cut the distance. He's got to make it a fight and keep doing what he was doing in the middle of that round. And that's what it is. But shout out to Jason Sosa, the pizza man, the underdog. I'm going for him tonight. I hope he pulls it out.
12 to 14 hours a day, and he thought almost anything would be better than this, and went to the gym to become a boxer. And in only 8 years,
wait, you know what you said?
Couldn't stand the heat, so he got out of
he
the
worked at a
kitchen,
pizza shop,
but into an even hotter one
and he said to himself, anything would be better than this. That's how he's feeling sometimes.
Jets through round 3. Or through round 2, I should say, going into round 3.
By the way, guys, for those of you who are wondering, this is the last fight before the main event. So the main event is next.
Quickly, not stand out there to get hit with 3 or 4 punch combinations. If you continue to do this,
all right, so Vasyl comes out, pumping that jab, circling, doing what he needs to do in this fight.
We go to Harold Letterman here.
The question becomes, can Ines Gonzalez cut that distance off?
Okay, so they get a 20-18, 2 rounds to 0. Alexander goes to, Jim, he's boxing a beautiful fight.
He is.
Tell you. Left jabs, right hands.
You know what's funny, guys? The more I see Vasyl, the more I like him, man. Good left hook there on the inside. Left hook by Vasyl.
2-0. Alexander goes to.
While Harold was speaking, Gonzalez got in the left hook to the body that might have been.
If he can stop Ines Gonzalez, that'd be a massive statement.
Talk about fighters with chins. I'll mention
to answer your question, Samuel, I haven't seen Shannon Briggs spar in a while. The last time we saw Shannon Briggs, period, was January. Vasyl is piecing up Ines Gonzalez, and that is a knockdown. That's a knockdown for Vasyl. He landed a good little flurry there, and wow, just like that.
I think that was the first time he was down in his career.
We're in the 3rd round. That might be the first time he's been knocked out in his career. Vasyl, man, doing a great job. He's piecing him up right now. And a combination after combination, a great uppercut and a left hook to follow. Ines Gonzalez can barely stand up right now. Oh my God. Vasyl is whooping his ass. Jesus. Uppercut, left hook. And he pushes him to the ground. He is bullying. Freaking Ines Gonzalez. Oh my God, Vasyl is killing this dude.
There's no let his hands go more. Gonzalez will grab him and hold him, but he has to right now let his hands go good. In order to let him go fast from top to bottom.
Good jab, good right hand by Vasyl.
He is a determined, self-confident fighter.
Oh my God, another right hand and a left hook. The hand speed, accuracy, punch angles, punch variation. It's too much for Vasyl Gonzalez. He can't stand up. He looks like his equilibrium has been hurt and he can't barely stand up straight.
It's early in the fight. He's taking a savage beating this round. I don't know why it needs to end with him unconscious. I think Harvey Doc ought to think about stopping him.
He's already so far behind all the scorecards.
Jab, jab, right hand. And he gets clipped on the right hand. And he goes to the canvas. That's another knockdown for Vasyl Gonzalez.
Okay.
And they threw in the apron. The fight has been stopped in the third round. Vasyl scores an impressive, sensational, methodical third round TKO over Vasyl Gonzalez. That's what it is, man.
He gave him the second loss of his career, bro.
Wow. So that's back-to-back knockout wins. Chilemba, Vasyl Gonzalez. Vasyl is the truth. And a lot of these light heavyweights are going to have to come see him soon. Shout out to him, man.
I'm not surprised that Sosa won. I'm shocked.
No.
Exactly.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't think it was going to knock him down. But yeah,
Alexander Bostic got a TKO over Isaac Chilemba in his last performance on the undercard.
Oh, the WBC ordered an elimination bout between Vasyl and Smith Jr.
Really?
Yeah, and the winner of that fight should take on John Stevenson. Yo, you know Stevenson's fighting Fanfare in a rematch?
Yeah,
Let's take a look at the first knockdown coming up as
He paid step aside money to face Monahan, but then he was face Monahan, then
Yeah.
ended up playing the guy who beat him.
What did you guys think of the performance by Vasyl and who like to see Vasyl fight? My boy Alex here was just telling me that he might have to fight Joe Smith Jr. next, so I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah, the WBC ordered that.
WBC ordered that.
And I want to see him fight Artur Beterbiev.
The right hand off the jab really didn't land.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because Gonzalez is now is hanging in the way. He's not reacting. He's fighting off the instincts right now. And that's when you get either real hurt or knocked out. So this is an opportunity now for people to.
All right, so the main event will be coming on soon, but man, Vasyl killing him. And the thing is, Vasyl has, it's funny because I'm still trying to familiarize myself with Vasyl, but Vasyl, when I look at the fight, man, and there's no disrespect to Lomachenko or Usyk, but that's my, as far as his style and what he has to work with, I think he's got it all. He's got lane, he's got speed, he's got combination punching, he's got defense, he's got a lot of tools to work with, man. I can't wait to see him when he gets into that, when he challenges for a world title. I want to see if he really has it. But I mean, to beat guys like Chilemba, and Pascal couldn't knock out Gonzalez, and he lost in the eyes of many. So that's what it is.
And Shabransky couldn't knock out Gonzalez
This
either.
contest comes to an end as referee Harvey Doc calls a halt to the bout. The official time, 2 minutes.
Great precision as well. That's right.
And he knocked out Muhammadi in better fashion.
And Muhammadi as well, another guy.
Yeah.
All right, so 2-0 for Ukraine against the world. The last hope for the rest of the world is Jason Sosa, or else the 2012 Ukraine team will sweep the fights on the night. Man, Vasyl was sensational. That was an impressive performance. Great performance by Vasyl. And light heavyweight, look light heavyweight now. That's a deep division too. Ward, Kovalev, Vasyl, Donna Stevenson, Beterbiev, Joe Smith Jr.,
Alvarez,
Elita Alvarez,
and still
Fanfare,
somewhat.
Bubte, even though he lost.
I feel like there's someone else. Barrera. So Barrera.
Monahan, Barrera, Shabransky.
Let me look at the rankings real quick.
44 out of 150 jabs, 29%. That's another extraordinarily high percentage. That was an amazing display of ring skill by Alexander Usyk.
And then there's Radovoshi, Kalajic, and Marcus Brown.
It's really fresh breath air in this weight division to see that.
Max
Yeah,
Gillman stands by in the ring with Alexander Usyk.
Congratulations, Alexander.
And they keep
Sensational
covering.
performance. Gonzalez had 2 losses coming in, but he beat Pascal and got robbed. And the other one was a majority decision loss to Shabreski, a tough, close fight. This turned out to be a mismatch. How did you do it?
I don't know, you know.
Oh, he speaks English.
My plan was
Shout out to Vasyl.
to wait a little bit and start to be more active in the late rounds, but I saw this change. I catch him and I didn't let him let him go. So this just happened.
You seem to be at your best when your opponent is coming toward you, enabling you to get off your offense when they are on their way in. Why is that?
Oh, and body jack.
Oh yeah, Battle Jack as well, another guy.
I did a lot of work before this fight, and I was
And
ready
then there's
for
anything clever.
pressure, and I was ready or moving or stay in front of him. So I just, when I felt that I am in danger, I was moving around him. When I started feeling that I can stop him, I just stood there in front of him.
Because we've seen boxers who can box well from a distance, but when the opponent is coming toward them, they're not throwing those punches with what Mike Tyson would call bad intentions. You're throwing your shots with bad intentions. Was the point here to get the knockout win?
Yeah, I start feeling the smell of blood, so I just
I love this guy. I love this guy. This dude said, "Are you trying to go to the knockdown?" He said, "Yes, I smell blood." I love Ukrainian fighters, dog.
Catch you with his right hand, threw some whistling overhand rights. Wanted
Should do a call-in event. I'm thinking about like doing some like
you know,
I like show like a weekly show or something like every week. What do you guys think about that? Would you guys, if I had like a show every week where you guys could call in and talk boxing, would you watch?
I saw that he's very best weapon at his right hand, so I was working on it on this mistake.
On the same card with your stablemate Usyk and also, of course, Lomachenko, the odds of having the most impressive performance of the night may have just done it. Let's see what Lomachenko.
Let's see. Mike Vick would call him.
Looks like.
Yep, for sure.
What are your thoughts about that?
I'm very honored to fight with all my friends and all these
No,
guys.
you're right. I'm gonna stop eating, man.
I'm
I'm
very
gonna stop.
happy.
I'm just hungry.
It reminds me
Um,
our past times, so I want to say congratulations to my friend.
well, I'm not
Alex
doing
with,
that. I'm not showing the fight. I'll get a copyright strike.
I hope I want to wish luck for my another friend, Vasyl Lomachenko. I hope it's gonna be a fight without surprise. So I wish him fight. I wish him luck and win this fight.
Alexander, you're a light heavyweight. The top of the division, of course, is Kovalev and Ward, or Ward and Kovalev. We'll see after the rematch. Very close first fight.
Kush
What is
J
your
would call in.
plan in the
That's what's up, man.
immediate
So
future? Do you think you're ready right now after that performance to challenge the very top of the 175-pound division?
Yeah, I feel that I'm ready, and I'm just waiting for opportunity when I get the chance to fight for the title. That doesn't matter against who. I wish Sergey Kovalev luck in his future fight. I hope he's gonna finish what he didn't finish in the last fight. So I don't prefer to fight against Kovalev, but it's gonna be necessary. I will.
You finished that
I love that.
unexpectedly early. Let's see if
Jeez.
Lomachenko's ready to go. Thank you, Alexander.
shout out to Vasyl, man. You know, this is not this is the, I don't want to say it's not a knock because it is a knock on a lot of American fighters. You have a lot of these American fighters who are in the same division, who are friends, who like each other, and one has a world title, and one could like fight the guy and get a world title, but they say, "Oh, I don't want to fight him because we're friends." Vasyl said, "Look, I'd rather not fight Kovalev, but if he has a title and he's in my way, I'll fight him." That's great. Like, I'm a Vasyl fan. I like him. He's a good fighter. He's got a good attitude. He goes for the knockout, but he also has boxing ability. And I wish him nothing but the best at 175. I can't wait to see him challenge the best in the division. And we'll see who that is later on in the future. But in regards to like me doing some sort of call-in show where I get more interactive with you guys. I'm gonna look into that. I don't know when I'll start that, but at some point it'd be good to start a TSS show of some sort, a weekly show.
Widely considered the greatest amateur in history, having won 2 gold medals for Ukraine, on his way to an amateur record overall of 396 wins, 1 loss. And his pro career is off to a blazing start.
He can challenge whoever he wants. I mean, Andre Ward ain't Andre Ward isn't he ain't Floyd. He's not, you know.
Enters the ring tonight an immense underdog and deserves credit simply for stepping up
Ward,
against Lomachenko.
Ward's a solid fighter, but he ain't no A-level fighter. So why not? Why couldn't he beat Ward? I think that'd be a competitive fight, especially at light heavyweight where Ward doesn't have any punching power. Listen, I love Riddick Bowe. That's my guy. Like, Riddick Bowe is my friend. But I told Riddick Bowe to his face. We talked about this before. I think Larry Holmes was not only better than Riddick Bowe, I think he would have beat Riddick Bowe. That's one of the very few heavyweights that I think could beat a prime Riddick Bowe. There's only a handful of guys that I think could beat a prime Riddick Bowe. That's one of them.
April 19th is the return of my show, The Fight King.
All right, so right now we're gonna have the Lomachenko Sosa, the main event coming, and that should be really good. I'm looking forward to that. April 15th, though, Sullivan Barrera versus Paul Parker. I will be here on live for that one, so I hope you guys join me for that. And no, Bo didn't die in training, but he had all the tools. He had all the tools to be the best heavyweight of all time. He did. He truly did. And is he still Hall of Fame in my opinion? Yeah, he is. His trilogy with Evander Holyfield is definitely the best heavyweight trilogy since Ali Frazier. There's no debating that. So that's what it is. Fam Ali says, what division do you think is deeper, welterweight or light heavyweight? That's a great question. I don't know, man. Welterweight is the deep division. I mean, you got Thurman, Pacquiao, Porter, Brook, Spence. Who else is there? Pacquiao, Thurman, Brook, Porter, Spence, Peterson, Vargas, Bradley. Light heavyweight, you got Kovalev, Ward, Bosdick, Smith Jr., Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? I think I'll actually lean towards light heavyweight because I feel like the top 3 best fighters in light heavyweight are better than the top 3 best fighters in welterweight, and that's just my opinion.
So Ward, Kovalev,
Stevenson,
are better than everyone.
Without question. Because welterweight, the only A-level guys you have, without a shadow of a doubt, as far as their skills go, are Pacquiao, who's proven it over time, Kell Brook, and maybe Thurman. If you want to give Thurman the benefit of the doubt and say he's A-level, go ahead, but I don't think he's A-level yet.
All right, we're back live at ringside now as we got a quick finish in the Gvozdyk versus Gonzalez fight.
I got Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko should put on a masterclass performance, or maybe he won't. Maybe Sosa will be offer more than I think. But it's gonna be. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna enjoy the fight, but I'm picking Lomachenko.
Gennady Golovkin
lost
his 23 knockout streak, didn't lose the fight, but won a close decision over Daniel Jacobs. Where now, as we look down the road, do you see Vasyl Lomachenko?
Mr. Green Guy, shout out to Mr. Green Guy. He says, who do you got, Earl Spence or Kell Brook? Well, Mr. Green Guy, if you watch the channel, if you don't, go subscribe and go check out all the videos we got going on. But I got Kell Brook, man. I think Kell Brook, to me, is the most skilled welterweight in the world. I think he has a little bit of it all. I think he has a counterpunching, the jab, toughness, size, speed, strength. Only thing I like him, the only thing that I don't think he has, which I think, he could fine tune a little more, is his head movement and defense. He has a little bit of head movement, but sometimes when he fights a little too straight up. That's my only criticism of him. But that's what it is. I think he's gonna Earl Spence and put on a good performance. I think he's in a – because Earl Spence has never been tested as far as power. A lot of the guys he's fought have been plotters. And if you guys go watch the Alejandro Barrera fight, Mexican with no speed was counterpunching him all over the ring. Kell Brook's got speed. Kell Brook's got one of the most accurate right hands in all boxing, and I think it's his right boxing ability and ultimately his power and experience that are going to be the difference in the fight. But to me, it's no disrespect to any of the other welterweights, but to me, it's the most intriguing of the fights that have made this year. It's the most intriguing style matchup because there's a lot of factors. I think with Spence's body punching, that's the great equalizer in this fight. If Brook has the best jab and is a better counterpuncher and one of the best counterpunchers in the division, the great equalizer is Earl Spence's body punching. So the fact that I can't really pick Kell Brook with too much confidence makes it a great fight to me.
He got mileages out those angles. And you know what?
Another thing too is Spence is fighting on the road. He has to go to Bramall Lane, home of Sheffield United Football Club, which is where Kell Brook is from. So he's going to be out of his element. He won't be the house fighter, which is something he's not used to. So we're going to see how Earl Spence reacts to that. I think we're going to get a lot revealed about Earl Spence's character in this fight.
Which Nicholas Walters and his father decided.
That's right. You're right about that, fam. You're definitely right about the atmosphere.
Vasyl Lomachenko, that was a stunning performance. Max Kellerman, he does already have a loss on his professional record.
You know, I haven't really put too much thought into that Canelo Chavez fight because I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not really that excited for it. But Chavez does have a size advantage, and if he really is in shape and he's drinking some of Memo Heredia's special shakes, then it makes it a very even fight. And yes, Mike Hunter did lose, John.
Keep in mind, when Lomachenko fought Salido,
but this is Lomachenko's first fight since his masterclass performance against Nicholas the Axeman Walters, where he made him say no mas. So can he put on another masterclass? You know, there's not too many guys in boxing these days who put on masterclass performances. You know, Roman Gonzalez has been one of those guys that put on masterclass performances recently. Lomachenko, obviously, Golovkin has. There's only a handful of guys putting on those masterclass performances, and if he does it again against another top 10 guy, a tough fighter in Sosa who has beat Fortuna, who has gave Nicholas Walters a tough fight, it's gonna do a lot for his stock. Let's see who you got in the Loma Garcia and Rigo. I'll pick Lomachenko in all those.
By fighting Gary Russell Jr., himself a guy with top pound-for-pound aspirations, a guy who hasn't come close to really losing a round since then, and Lomachenko.
He hasn't fought anybody since then.
Every single round just about
Who's he fought?
The fight.
Johnny Gonzalez. That's why he won the WBC fighter.
Johnny Gonzalez is a shot fighter. I can't say that because a lot of people pick Johnny Gonzalez. I can't say that.
Yeah, and plus besides, like, you know, he actually got an upset win over Mars for that fight.
Can he put the pelts on the wall?
So, yeah.
Can he get the guys in with the resumes to make everyone in the boxing world say, now Lomachenko, he has the resume to be considered the best pound for pound in the world?
My dad's picking Kell Brook. He said, my dad picked Kell Brook. He said he liked what he saw in the Golovkin fight.
Vasyl Lomachenko against Jason Sosa. And you can see that they are both 29 years old. Lomachenko with a 2-inch height advantage. 1-inch arm length advantage, arm pin to the end of the fence.
Sosa for the win. Yo, man, I'm going for Sosa. I'm all for upsets in boxing. That's why this makes the sport so good. When he upsets, or the sport will die. They get boring after a while. We need upsets.
Wow, these guys are at junior welterweight.
Jason Sosa didn't begin boxing until he was 21 years old. Just 8 years later, he now stands ready to take on one of the sport's elite talents. We spoke to Sosa about how it all began on the streets of Camden, New Jersey.
Let's go, Sosa. Pizza Man.
Camden is one of the toughest, cities out there. The violence, had a couple of my friends shot, stuff like that, going to jail, in and out of jail. I mean,
to be honest with you, Mike, I love Terrence Crawford. I'm a big Terrence Crawford fan. Probably one of my favorite fighters in the sport. But I gotta be honest with you, his recent run at 140, it leaves a lot to be desired. I want to see him out. Ooh, he cooking the pizzas. What's he know about that?
He gives you signs. And I believe he gave me a sign when he told me to get up and go to the gym. And I went to the gym, never left. Just kept with it, kept going, kept rolling with it, and then today, I'm blessed. I'm humble. I'm relaxed. And I'm just really shocked.
But as far as Crawford, I want to see him do more at 140. I think he should really clean the division out. And I think like with Granados and Amir Imam, Matisse, who are the other guys at 140? Granados, Imam, Matisse, Burns, Dongo. I would like to see Crawford at least get 3 titles before he leaves. If he gets 3 titles, he can leave. But as far as how he beats the guys at 147, I don't know, man. I haven't seen Crawford really fight anybody at his welterweight, so that's what it is. Junior welterweight. I think he beat most of the 147-pound guys. I think he's more skilled than Kenny Garcia. I think he's more skilled than Keith Thurman. But in boxing, when you don't test yourself for a while, and he hasn't really he fought John Molina, Hank Lundy, a couple guys that he's been characterized as a weight bully. So I want to see more from Crawford before he moves up. That's my opinion. But I do think he can be one of the best welterweights out there, if not the best. And I don't want to see him fight Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner sucks, and he lost his last fight. Beat his ass. Gavasik knocked him out, or TKO'd him in the 3rd round.
Oh, there's Antonio Roscoe.
No problem, Miguel. Good talking to you, man. Hey, Sosa's the underdog, and he's a pizza man like I'm a pizza man, so pizza man got to support the pizza man. That's what it is. But I don't think Sosa's going to win. I just want it to be cool if he won.
I was pushing him around too much. And unfortunately, when I was at 80% and trying to hit on more, everybody saw what happened.
No mas.
I was trying to toy with him, and I think he got really frustrated.
Yo, Emmanuel De La Cruz, you are so damn right, and I feel bad for not even mentioning his name. Rancis Bartholomew would give Terrence Crawford hell in the ring. I think that's a fight Terrence Crawford was struggling because Rancis Bartholomew is really lanky and great amateur pedigree.
Oh, yo, Rancis is fighting on May 20th.
Oh yeah, he is fighting. He's fighting some random dude.
Yeah, for the regular WBA title.
All right, so anyway, I want to focus on this fight, and but before I do, to answer Cush J's question, yes, I love Gervonta Davis. He is the only fighter that Mayweather has that I love. I think he's a talented fighter. I think he's got a chance to be one of the best in the weight class and give Lomachenko a tough fight maybe 2 years from now if he's moving along properly. Not now, though.
They'll be chanting, we assume, Loma, 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 as Vasyl makes his way into the ring for this assignment against Jason Sosa. Lomachenko is trained by his father, Anatoly Lomachenko, and the other Ukrainian fighters all go to Anatoly Lomachenko for advice. He was their Olympic coach when they won 5 medals at the 2012 Olympic Games in London. And he has an influence on.
All right. So the main event's going to start soon. Settled in here.
This man's career. And you see the manager for all of them, Angus Clemus, standing in the left side of
I could see that, man. Floyd's a businessman. But if that fight happens, Gervonta Davis will beat Neno's ass. Neno lost his last fight. And Neno has a lot of work to do before he can even think about stepping in there with a tank. No way. No way in hell would Gervonta Davis beat Lomachenko right now. Nobody in that damn weight class is beating Lomachenko right now. Unless Jason Sosa. Maybe Jason Sosa might do it, but I really don't see anybody who could beat him. I mean, it's boxing. Anything can happen. But in terms of skills and ability, nobody messing with Lomachenko. What's up, Jonathan from Philly? Let me know where you guys are at. Where you guys watching the fight? What city are you from? State, continent, country, republic, all that stuff. It hasn't started yet. The introductions are gonna.
Does Lomachenko and Sosa look alike?
And the World Boxing Organization.
I don't think so.
A lot of people kept saying that.
Hey, do you guys can you guys hear the audio? I'm gonna turn the audio up. Can you guys hear the audio fine, or should I turn it up more? I want to turn it up a little more for you guys.
And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action.
It's an old ass ring.
Officials are, and they are ready. Boxing fans, are you ready?
Michael Buffer about to make another $2 million right now, or $1 million.
Thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
I'll definitely do a call-in soon, guys. That sounds like something you guys are really receptive to, so I'll figure out how to get that done.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner.
Oh man, shout out to you, Jonathan. I really appreciate that. I really go hard with the stuff, and I'm trying to, be one of the better people, one of the best can be at this. So thank you for your support, and I won't let you down.
USA, the challenger, chasing Sosa. And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black with green, officially weighing in at 129 pounds. He's recognized as the greatest amateur fighter in boxing history, winning 396 fights with only one defeat.
I will. What's his name, Jonathan? What's your brother's name?
And 2 Olympic gold medals. Now, as a professional, with a record of 7 victories, 5 wins by KO, only 1 split decision loss.
To answer your question, Ruben, yeah, I will be there 100% because it's right in my backyard. So I'll be at the Shannon Briggs fight.
The 2-time world champion, the reigning, defending, royal super middleweight champion of the world, Vasyl Lomachenko.
Well, he has an Olympic tattoo. Yeah.
I think it can. I think it's a possibility. To be honest, if Lomachenko starts cleaning out this division, he might need to move up to 140 just to prove himself. Just to have to try and prove himself against Crawford, because he might be too good for everybody in the weight class. Oh, no doubt, Ruben. All you got to do is when you get there, message me, and I'll meet up with you. Or comment or something. I don't know. All right, so the fight's about to start. You got Lomachenko in the green trunks. His gloves and his trunks look pretty cool to me. Jason Sosa's in the white trunks.
The same thing the boxing world is. He might be the best.
To answer your question, Jonathan, I was born in Charlotte, North Carolina, or close to, not Charlotte exactly, but close to Charlotte. And I grew up in Dania in South Florida my whole life, so that's where I'm from. But anyway, round 1, Lomachenko in the green trunks, Sosa in the white trunks. You got Lomachenko posturing. Sosa trying to get into his chest, but no one using that foot speed.
For Jason Sosa, longtime veteran of the sport, clearly one of the ranking boxing historians among all the people you find at ringside in present-day era, scoffs at the notion, and as Michael Buffer said, and I have said, is widely regarded as the greatest amateur in history. Russell points out, hey, Laszlo Papp of Hungary won 3 Olympic gold medals, and that's true. But Papp did not win 396 out of 397 amateur fights, and he's not visible to us now.
Lomachenko
so maybe there's a natural
is trying to work his way inside with a jab. One of them lands. Sosa's, I think for him, his best chance of winning this fight is he got to look at every fight. If he goes skill for skill, Lomachenko, he has no chance. So Lomachenko's doing a good job right now of keeping his distance and landing a nice little uppercut there.
I wouldn't be fair to Russell if I did not quote what he said.
Good little body shot there. It's already clear for me from the beginning that in terms of speed, both foot and hand, Lomachenko has an advantage on Sosa.
Lomachenko is attempting to also become one of the greatest pros ever, and there have been very few careers that have been this good, this fast.
Lomachenko is smart. The last few fights I watched, he takes his time, but not
sales department. You got a very slim chance at that one, my friend. I'm sorry to tell you, but I hope he makes it happen. Good body shot there by Sosa.
He fires when he stops.
Now that's a great point. He's not looking for first round.
Sosa's actually got decent, better.
He's looking
A lot of movement from what I remember watching her fight last time.
and builds a rhythm that continues to grow.
Works a couple of body shots there.
No matter how many rounds it goes.
Better body shot by Lomachenko.
On their left by Lomachenko. Momentarily knocked Sosa back into the ropes.
Well, Sosa heard that punch and he also felt it.
Loma's posture in the middle of the ring.
Really an accuracy and legs and foot combination because
Right now it looks like Lomachenko is kind of just feeling his way through the fight, as he tends to do sometimes. So you get that same thing with Walters. The real test for Sosa isn't right now. It'll be in about 3 or 4 rounds from now when Loma has seen more of him, collected more data, and begins to let his punches go. But when he's let his punches go, he can land it.
Yeah, if you had picked a winner in Bosniak versus Gonzalez before the fight, you would have said, "Oh, look at Gonzalez's upper body; he's built like a battleship."
Yeah, but
it was cleaner.
Yes, but anybody in boxing that knows the sport, muscle bound don't necessarily mean quick or power. It just means you got a good beach body.
Sosa, it'd be good too if he changed levels a little more. He's punching just straight up, and you're gonna need to do more than that to beat Lomachenko. So that round I gave Lomachenko, I thought he just landed better shots. And Jonathan, yes, I do have Facebook and I do have Instagram. If you go on the YouTube page right now, actually, it's in the About section. So just go to the About section, click on the Facebook and Instagram link, and just follow me, and I'll return the favor, my friend.
You're waiting too much. You have to cut it here. Whenever he throws one punch, you gotta
Yeah,
cut him right
he does.
Beautiful to the body. You gotta work that again. Very good. Very well done. Be intelligent. Walk it. Be intelligent. You heard? All right. Very good.
All right, we'll see. Let's see how Sosa responds these next couple rounds.
Very good job.
Round 2 begins. Lomachenko sometimes will focus on working his jab. Sometimes he'll step inside and show you how well he fights at close range. Changes it up.
All right, so round 2, Lomachenko and Sosa square up in the middle of the ring. Loma using good lateral movement, showing some decent ring generation so far. It's always going to be this type of fight where it gets in the middle of the ring. Slips a nice punch there. His reflexes are very, very sharp right now.
And be on the angles and throw many combinations that Sosa would not be able to handle.
Lomachenko,
moving his head on and off the line frequently.
Who has so many, oh my God, did you see that moves? Like the rapper with punch lines where you got to keep rewinding because they're coming so fast at you, you don't remember. You can't keep up with them all. And real boxing heads always have a special affinity for that kind of fight.
Didn't land.
And already you hear
Sosa does a right hand that lands below the belt. Has a low blow.
He's the educated fight fan's favorite fighter, and it's happened very quickly.
Lomachenko thought he got hit low, but he really caused that to be on his own fault because he pulled Sosa's head down with his right hand as Sosa was coming in, which made Sosa
good right hand by Sosa.
That he couldn't see.
Sosa needs to figure out a way to deal with his foot speed. And that's a lot easier said than done because Lomachenko is just such a great athlete, but he needs to find a way. Good right hand there by Sosa.
That Sosa has an opportunity now to capitalize on a distraction that Lomachenko might be facing, but right now, the spin move. I just said it earlier. He's going to continue to get on angles. He's just looking for position, let those hands go.
Nice jab on the body by Lomachenko.
You didn't see fighters who weren't American fighters.
Nice left hand by Lomachenko. Lomachenko does a great job of just commanding the fight with his feet. Lomachenko is one of the very rare fighters, guys, that if if he decided to throw 2 punches for a whole round, he could win the damn round just throwing 2 punches just because of the way he knows how to use his feet.
Mayweather's case, because they weren't big punchers like
Not a whole lot of guys can command a fight with their feet.
Their craft, so they were both extremely athletic and extremely skilled.
But Mayweather and Vidal was sort of like Matrix, like, you know, going with his reflexes. I mean, not just reflexes. He had power too, but he had reflexes and instincts.
Yep.
Sosa needs to do a better job of keeping Lomachenko off of him. Good combination there by Lomachenko. About 5 punches. Easy. A left hand, and oh my God. Lomachenko's piecing up with uppercuts and hooks and jabs and body shots and step arounds. And it's just ridiculous.
Because he fired off those angles, which Sosa can't handle.
2-0 Lomachenko.
And landed more in the second round. May 6th, don't miss the pay-per-view showdown between fellow Mexican superstars Canelo Alvarez and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. 2 weeks later, Terrence Crawford returns to the ring to
yeah, so right now, Lomachenko, the fight's going according to plan for him. He's a better fighter as far as his ability and his talent and skill level. And right now it's showing. So I got him up 2-0. He seems to be breaking Sosa down little by little as the fight goes on. I want to see Sosa have a moment in the fight where he makes Lomachenko think and push him. He needs to push back and offer some resistance. I hope it happens soon for the sake of this fight.
Alexander Zvolstik just got a tremendous knockout win over Yudievsky Gonzalez tonight.
When you see the replay, you will see that Lomachenko pulled his head down, but it was only because Sosa didn't see the left hand or the right hand pulled his head down and he threw a punch.
All right, so round 3, Lomachenko up 2-0. Back to the middle of the ring. Lomachenko in firm control. Sosa needs to do something.
To Kenny Chevalier, the referee, Chevalier felt compelled to say something.
Well, if you see the fist land,
nice jab by Lomachenko.
A lot of times you're going to get
works another uppercut.
Yeah, but it was because of Lomachenko.
Sosa moving forward, trying to press the action, trying to cut the ring out and make a fight out of it. But Lomachenko's foot speed just won't allow him to.
Really being pulled face down, even though he didn't fall. See when he was punching.
Lomachenko's defense, not only upper body defense, but obviously also with his legs, also picking off shots with his arms, positioning his head where he knows his opponent can't reach him, and then he uses defensive position to get offense off in combination.
That step around where he gets back to the middle of the ring is one of the best moves in boxing, honestly.
And that's sometimes in this fight is going to be really, really a factor because he's not throwing hard punches from 1 or 2. He just threw a combination, 2 punches.
Just double up the left hand right there on Lomachenko.
He's moving just enough to get away from being range to counter.
Jason Sosa got a hard right hand to the body. A couple of exchanges.
Sosa needs to find a way to make this fight, frustrate him, and do something. Because right now, this fight is being fought on Loma's terms. Whenever Loma wants to land a punch, he lands a punch.
Giving those footwork equations to Sosa as he goes from one side of the ring to the other.
It's right now, it's the 3rd round. Lomachenko right now has won almost every moment of every round of this fight.
Except Willie Pep didn't have this offense.
Watch Lomachenko.
Good jab by Sosa.
From the left to
Lomachenko works on the inside.
Sosa's leaning forward over his lead knee, and the uppercut.
Sosa kind of got smothered.
Sosa leaning in.
Here comes Lomachenko. How about that jab? Stepping around, but Sosa does something really smart. He steps with him.
One of the greatest fighters who ever lived. Rarely stopped anyone. Lomachenko's
couple good shots there from Sosa. Sosa needs to land something to hurt this guy. I don't know how he's going to do it, but he needs to find a way, like all champions do.
Sosa's starting to be pressured mentally to not try to get either knocked out or knocked down. And he's trying to avoid that right now.
They get tied up, and Lomachenko
gave Sosa a lot of credit for taking the fight. Sosa had the option of going to Panama to fight Jezreel Corrales for a WBA title, but he and his promoter, Russell Peltz, didn't.
Sosa's still going forward, he's trying to make a fight out of it. It's just like Lomachenko's defense is just ridiculously tight. And then when he moves, he'll pivot to the right and then pivot back to the left. Like, he can pivot in one motion, pivot in, pivot out, it doesn't matter. Like,
right and to the left, sort of like Mike Tyson used to do to set up his punches from the right and left.
Good job, damn it.
Now you're right, Ambrose. You're damn right about that one.
Very good.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Bring it out.
Well,
Good mouthpiece.
if GGG fights Ward in a boxing match, I got GGGs. But if they fight in a wrestling match, I got Ward.
If you don't pressure him, he does whatever he wants. We're in very good condition here. All right? I want you to press him all the time. Okay, go to the side. Okay, yes. You got to be more effective now. Let's work the body, hey? Work the body, don't forget it. Work the body, it's very important. Touch him. Uppercut on the middle, all right? With the right uppercut. When you're in front of him, move. Move the
Jason Sosa's mother, Carmen, and his brother, John, making the trip down from Camden, New Jersey. And you heard his trainer, Raul Rivas.
Looks like Jason Sosa has some slight swelling.
The right things. But through 3 rounds, he's averaged 7 landed out of 31.
So round 4, I got Lomachenko 3-zip. Let's see if Sosa can work his way into this fight.
We had a 3-0, 30-27 Vasyl Lomachenko. You know, Jim, he's just incredible. I mean, the movement, the boxing.
Oh, nice right hand there by Sosa. There you go, finally.
The right hand.
Let's go, Sosa.
I mean, yeah, lands a million punches. I think the guys are fabulous boxers, no question. I think Sosa, the only way Sosa can win this fight.
Nice left hand by Lomachenko.
I mean, he's got to land something really big. You know?
See, Sosa, even though he didn't land any punches there, he's pressing forward, making Lomachenko back up. He made Lomachenko back up in that instance, and there were the punching, the target for punching, it was a lot bigger for him. It became more of his fight in that moment. I mean, he's not winning many moments of these rounds, but if he can do that more often, it plays into his hands.
From the beginning to the fight, Lomachenko comes out and goes straight lefts and straight rights that really put it down.
Nice jab by Lomachenko.
And so Harold brought up how Sosa's only chance is to nail Lomachenko. If it sounds like, well, yeah, no kidding, that's to happen to anyone. It's specific to Lomachenko because you're not going to hit him with 2 in a row.
Oh my God, what a combination. A jab, a hook, and a jab, uppercut, and then a hook to the body, all in flush. And back Sosa up. And now he's cut the ring off.
And he's working the body. Lomachenko is working the body.
This is masterclass.
And it's just really now target practice.
Oh my God, body shot.
Sosa, you can see that he's starting to feel the pain of every punch that's being thrown from Lomachenko.
But he comes forward, Sosa throws a punch or two, and then Loma ties him up. Gets out of the clinch, turns him around, and here we go. He works him in close, does a nice little flurry, turns, goes to the right.
Regardless of how hard a hitter you are.
Accuracy is beautiful because it's coming in rapid fire, and Lomachenko is constantly moving left, right, blocking punches with his elbows, smarting punches.
It's True School Sports, and shout out to RGC562. Shout out to you.
At the top and represent that position.
Oh, nice. Lomachenko showing some great footwork. He gets turned him like 2 times in a 10-second span.
Completely out of position, and at that point, he's at Lomachenko.
I mean, if you guys know boxing and positioning and little nuances, Lomachenko is just ridiculous. He makes things that I know from the little time I used to box, things that I know are hard. He makes them look so easy.
And that's the punch I think he's going to continue to try to slip in there when Sosa comes forward.
Oh, nice slip by Lomachenko. And he's throwing flurries, and a couple of them land, but that's what it is, man. Shout out to Lomachenko, 4-zip. Yeah, Sosa is putting a much better effort than Walters. My dad says if Joshua and Wilder fight, he takes Joshua. Yeah, I take Joshua too.
Chavez Jr. With Canelo Chavez, a fighting tradition, which offers a look at the 2 Mexican superstars against the backdrop of a
freaking Mexican warriors.
Boxing culture. April 29th,
best Mexican fighters ever.
Continues with face-off Canelo Chavez as co-fighters join Max Kellerman for a face-to-face interview.
Yeah, I know that's why it's called high tech, but damn, it's just like you watch it sometimes and it's like you just don't see boxing like this every day.
Come on. You know what? I want you against the rope. If you're on the rope, you gotta work, but you gotta get out of there. Ropes.
You don't want no problem.
We go to the 5th round of the schedule 12. Vasyl Lomachenko defending his 130-pound crown against Jason Sosa. Referee Kenneth Chevalier asked Sosa's corner to take some of the grease off his face. And here we go.
All right, so round 5.
Total punches
Will
landed.
Sosa offer any
Lomachenko
resistance? Come
more
on.
than tripling Sosa so far.
Lomachenko just parried 2 shots, landed 3. Jesus, turns him again.
Lomachenko, you can hit him here and there. And that's because unlike the great Cuban boxing master,
Couple
Guillermo Rigondeaux,
little pity pat jabs at
who
Lomachenko.
uses his boxing to neutralize his opponent and doesn't make a move unless everything
Backs
is perfect.
Sosa up,
Lomachenko
gets back to the middle of the ring.
So he can be hit occasionally, clearly, but that's because he's
Very
going to
occasionally.
get off his own offense.
It's a fighter remind me of Prince Nazim when he had those thick legs. He had those legs that he could move. Even though Lomachenko's legs is not as big as Prince Nazim, but he used his movement. He used his legs.
Yeah, he's more agile than Prince Nazim.
He had a strong bottom to be able to move and pivot like he did.
But he doesn't swing from the fences the way Nazim Hamed did.
No, he's definitely accurate more than Prince Nazim, but the foot movement, the position, and the strength from the bottom puts him in position to do this.
Oh my God, Lomachenko just lands a nice flurry of punches clean. Couple to the head, couple to the body, and he backs him up for a little moment there. Yeah, Lomachenko is breaking this dude down slowly but surely. He's turning, he's changing punch angles. He's showing the skills of a true #1 pound-for-pound fighter. If you want to come pound-for-pound #1, I got no issues with you.
Russell Jr. is really, really good. He maybe won 2 out of 12 rounds against Lomachenko. Nicholas Walters was beating the hell out of guys. Never came close to losing.
Lomachenko is just destroying Sosa right now.
Being humiliated, and here Jason Sosa's a solid guy. He hasn't won a moment of the fight. He's being completely undressed.
Hey, Sosa is right across the bridge from Philadelphia. I'm pretty sure he stopped in Philadelphia took fruit more than one time.
Right now, Lomachenko's working in the clinch. He lands little subtle shots to the body.
He's not going to quit. This fight won't be ending because he quit. He's going to fight to the end.
I guess it can't be any worse than cooking pizzas 14 hours a day.
That's right. Nothing's worth the cooking pizza for 14 hours. I would have known, but because I haven't had to live 14 hours. But hell, cooking pizza for 5 hours is hell.
Continue to try to get something out of this.
That was the 22nd power punch landed.
Man, Lomachenko, he's landing flurries everywhere. Head, body. I don't know how Sosa hasn't freaking fell yet.
He's coming back. He got a lot of heart because he's not full his tank.
I'd like to see Sosa like knock him down or something. I don't know. I don't know how he's gonna do that, but Jesus. Lomachenko just has like a 6-punch combination, and then he walks to the middle of the ring. He's like, "Come on." Sosa's getting kind of upset.
Got a lot of heart.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Ambrose. I don't think he does. He's a good fighter. He could probably beat a lot of top 10 guys, but Lomachenko sure as hell ain't one of them. No, we are watching greatness. There's only a handful of fighters today where I watch them and I say, damn, I'm watching greatness. Lomachenko was one of them. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That's ridiculous.
Excellent. Not only right, but the left is coming because of Sosa coming straight. And Sosa coming with his hands down and heads up. And that's why he got hit with that combination.
And that was currently what? Oh my God, I'm really tired. It's currently the.
He must now keep his hands up where he won't get countered when he come in.
And now it's currently the 6th round. So Lomachenko's round.
Boxing's been around.
Lomachenko has won 5-0 so far. That's what I got him.
And you think that you've seen it all.
So Sosa throwing some punches, but he's having a hard time getting into any sort of range that's comfortable for him to get anything hard, any hard punches off. Lomachenko's taunting him. He's doing little salsa moves. Jesus. Sosa wants a street fight. Lomachenko is taunting him. Lomachenko almost like he's bored, like he's taunting him to kind of make it exciting.
Throwing wild shots, and he steps inside Sosa's gloves and hits him with
good uppercut. Lomachenko to the body.
Gets in a right hand. One of his better punches.
Sosa being disrespected right now. You better come to fight.
He was given credit by Box for landing 42 punches in the 5th round.
The Lomachenko better get too confident and too relaxed.
Yeah, watch him get clipped with like a right hand and fall to the floor.
Right hand.
He is. He is.
Come on, Sosa.
To win the fight, and he can punch.
I just want to see him look better in the fight. This dude's making it look way too easy.
There's no secret about that. And he's going to try to do anything he can do to get
Oh
back
my
in
God.
the fight.
The skills, man. The skills.
But I think he should
Skills
work
pay the
on
bills.
the jab and not stay
But I want to see Sosa at least crack him one
where he
time.
can get countered because, Lomachenko throw the matrix, so he's throwing 4 5
Freaking
punches, working the
headshot, body shot, lowering the hands of Sosa slowly. Those go pity pats, slips a punch.
He's going to lose big any which way you slice it. His best shot is when Lomachenko gets into those extended combinations, accept the fact you might get knocked out, and go for broke with one hard shot of his own.
That's right.
Which is more or less what trainer Raul did.
I realized it after the halfway to the first round. For real. Lomachenko's like I don't even feel like he's a boxer. He's like a freaking samurai with boxing gloves on, like a secret agent. I don't know. He's crazy, man. Like he's a Matrix. He's a high tech. He's a Matrix, man. It's crazy. You can't hit this guy.
Bernard, do you get dizzy?
It's almost like when his opponents are heavy bags. They don't touch him.
Because now you start to realize that every time you throw your punch, you get hit with 4 5 punches, and you're not in position to counter.
Although I thought it was wrong, I don't see. I see every time I watch Lomachenko fight, I see why more and more when I see why Orlando Silva fought so dirty against him because you can't hit him. It's so freaking accurate and sharp. You almost have to fight dirty against him because you're not gonna outskill him. Not that weight class.
Fighters with this volume and this precision are also this good defensively.
Right now, Lomachenko has won 6 rounds, bro. Straight. All 6 rounds.
Now where you're down, come on, what's up, nigga? What's up? Come on, be intelligent.
Hey, no disrespect to anybody who might have Gennady Golovkin or Andre Ward #1. But man, every time I watch this guy fight, it's hard for me. It's getting harder and harder for me to not put him #1. This dude is the most skilled. This dude is like one of the most skilled fighters, man. Like I love Roman Gonzalez, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to outclass the dude like he should have. It was too close of a fight for me to keep the #1. He'll still be my top 3, top 4, but I mean Lomachenko, man, this is ridiculous. Making top 10 guys look like they're freaking
Lomachenko was holding out
bumps.
as though he was the matador. Then he mimicked Sosa throwing lumbering shots. Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Jim, I got it 6-0, 60-54. Vasyl Lomachenko.
HBO.
Jason Sosa got subpar.
And I hope so. I want to see him fight Gervonta Davis.
Tremendous fight. I mean, the guy's still standing. It's amazing. He's taking shots that would have knocked over telephone poles, and he's still fighting back.
Come on, Sosa.
I mean, there's just no quit in Jason Sosa.
Sosa has nothing left to give.
I just hope that,
Very little to give.
even if he loses tonight, I want to see him fight again. Because he's got a big heart, and he never stops trying. 6-0.
Yeah, he has. GGG has put in more work, so I think as far as like wow factor and guys that just make freaking boxing look so easy against high quality opposition, Lomachenko is #1 in that regard. Like you can't make things look so easy.
That was the only part scoring the belt. But Lomachenko, he's going more to the head hunting more than going to the body. And I think if you mix it up, he'll get a better reaction.
All right, so they're in the middle of the ring right now. Sosa just did his version of the Ali shuffle and threw a right hand that missed.
And he's used to it, man. He's sort of immune to it. I think he should go to the body, and now he will bring the head down along with the hands and be able to execute.
Good body shot by Lomachenko.
Jim, you're right about Walters because there seem to be 2 options for Lomachenko opponents, even the really, really good ones. Be humiliated and beaten up over time and show your heart, or quit and don't. But
Lomachenko was taunting the hell out of him. You gotta be careful, he might get clipped.
Until the night when it doesn't. I mean, we've hit this kind of glory on fighters before.
Yes.
Ultimately,
Lomachenko has 2 titles in 7 fights.
But right now, this is a guy
8 fights.
who clearly, at age 29, is at the absolute peak of his powers and has skills
Oh my
that no other
God.
player in the world appears to be able to match.
I mean, and he's beating so many high quality opponents. You know,
anyone can be hurt, and so
he beat
when he's in there,
Gary Russell Jr. on the way to beating Jason Sosa, embarrassed Nicholas Walters, Roman Martinez. Who else am I missing? What he beat? There's more.
What he's doing is now
Vasyl
Lomachenko off.
Lomachenko's backing up Sosa, landing body punches, uppercuts. Sosa offering little to no resistance. Lomachenko's doing whatever he wants. He's working Sosa like a heavy bag.
And I believe the uppercut, one way or the other, is going to be the one that put this guy down. Sosa's going to go down for combinations, but definitely an uppercut.
Oh my God.
You pin Lomachenko against the ropes, as Sosa did there. You may not like what happens next.
That's another round for Lomachenko. Jesus.
Dang,
Man,
7.
the more and more I watch him, he's got to fight Salido because he needs to avenge that loss on his resume. I mean, a lot of people thought he won that fight.
Salido is actually the #1 mandatory for his belt.
Yeah, like Alex said, he's the #1 mandatory for his belt. So I would love to see that fight. See how Lomachenko has learned, made adjustments to pro boxing because that was the second fight. I mean, honestly, there's nobody that makes boxing look as easy as this damn guy. This guy.
Well, they gave an offer to Salido, but Salido turned it down so he could try to get a rematch with Francisco Vargas lost.
I think he's. I mean, I don't want to say he beat him like he beat Sosa, but I still think Lomachenko would beat Mikey Garcia pretty soundly. The only chance Mikey Garcia has is the fact that he has range and power. That's all he has going for him.
Why opponents get frustrated over a period of time. They want to land against him. That's very difficult to do.
All right, so round 8, I got the shout out masterclass.
The way he gets opponents, it works like this. He tells his people, I want one of the other belt holders. Well, they're not available. So Lomachenko is not available.
All right, well.
They'd like to hold on to their belts. Okay, get me the #1 contender. If he's not available, #2. If he's not available, #3.
Lomachenko is
but he expressed
controlling the fight still. Sosa, I mean, I don't know what he can do. He's been beaten up. He's been embarrassed. He's been taunted. He hasn't been knocked down yet, so I give him that. He hasn't actually hit the canvas yet, which no small feat with Lomachenko.
That was good enough. And he was happy that Sosa took the bait. And
God forbid, though, with him gassing out, that Lomachenko turned him and landed on one of those, like, the left hooks when he creates a new punching angle, because then it might be devastating, kind of like when Lomachenko knocked out Rocky Martinez.
Who has tremendous power.
Especially the
I want to see him fight her in the
monster fight. But I think Lomachenko would be favored against any fighter in the world. Up to Terrence Crawford, who's 140 pounds.
I think he beat Terrence Crawford.
And
I would pick Lomachenko to beat Terrence Crawford.
Special fighter, a different kind of special fighter. Crawford may be favored against Lomachenko. I don't know that anyone else south of, up to.
Oh my God, what a great punch variation, everything, bro.
The Lomachenko is stolen right now.
Sosa whips and gets tagged with 3 shots in a row. And now Lomachenko's backed him up. He's throwing uppercuts. He's throwing hooks. He's going to get him out of there if Sosa offers 0 resistance. Don't hold the towel. Don't hold the towel. He's taking too much punishment right now. Live to fight another day, my friend. Lomachenko's slapping his hands down and he's throwing hooks and he's throwing whatever he wants and landing. Bro, stop the damn fight.
Let's see how brave a referee he's going to be.
Stop the damn fight.
He's
going to get hurt real bad. He gave him every shot in the world.
Better that Sosa goes out on his back, giving it his all.
I mean, I admire that. I really admire that, but be a good trainer. Throw the towel.
You have to save the fighter from himself, Jim, because he's going to fight until he can't fight anymore.
Well, now Sosa gets a little rest after the low blow stoppage. And Lomachenko took maybe 15 seconds to recover from the low blow.
And that's
Oh my God, great body punching.
That rest give him a chance to recalculate what he was doing.
Yeah,
And he's
Crawford might be too big for Lomachenko, but honestly, I love Terence Crawford, but he's not the most defensively tight fighter in the world. Loma can land body shots and gas him out and get an accumulation shot box him. It's very possible. Jeez, you see what he did? What? He threw a straight left hand punch to the body, and then he took a bow as the round ended. You didn't see that just now? He just turned the hell out of him. Damn, Sosa. But anyway, as this round is concluded, I want to give a quick shout out to my girl Serena. She's watching right now, so shout out to you. I love you. And
wait, the trainer said he's going to give him one more round. If he doesn't do good, he's going to stop the fight.
Okay, well, he's stop the fight too. But yeah, shout out to you, Serena. And that's what it is. So yeah, I love you. But Sosa has a round, and that's what it is. He needs to offer some sort of resistance and just he's fighting for pride, I guess. He said, "Who's winning right now? It's Lomachenko. Every round, Lomachenko. Damn near every one Lomachenko. To be honest with you.
48 punches. That's his high number for the fight. A lot of them were very clean shots.
Exactly. I want to see Tank Davis get like 2 more years of experience before he fights Loma. He ain't gonna beat him now. Oh, now Sosa is coming straight at Lomachenko in a straight line, which is never really a good idea.
To every point of the angle of the ring he can.
I like the speech that Sosa got in the corner. I think it was 1 round late.
Lives up to it. Jason Sosa has come out and is showing you that he wants to make a bigger effort.
It's currently the 9th round.
His defense, Sosa's defense is so wide open. Once Lomachenko starts throwing punches, I think that's where the referee is going to be really, really close to watch.
Loma's feigning. Loma's. I know Loma's he exerted a lot of energy, so he's in the mode right now where he's just going to pick his shots and go for broke really soon. Just try to get him out of there, close the show. He closes the show and gets a knockout. You gotta really consider putting him number 1.
Yeah, it's more
right
like
there with
the
GGG.
buzzsaw against a tree, I think, Jim.
A wobbling tree.
Yep. At this point, it's just a demonstration of how many shots Sosa can take.
Well, he's doing a lot so far, and I think the referee is taking a close eye, or Sosa taking any more necessarily punches.
Sosa's balance is so bad now that he almost went through the ropes on his own.
He's been hitting the body a million times.
Eyes closed.
And Lomachenko, let's face it, Lomachenko's not laying the same kind of leather on him that he did.
Oh my God. Those body shots just killed him. He landed every last ounce of power on those body shots just now. He's gonna get him out of there soon. Good left hand in the clinch.
Max like it was the last round, because now
he's like he's hurt Sosa badly enough.
Right. And I think he want to throw punches where the referee just come in and stop it, but the referee is not looking like he wants to.
Save Sosa from himself. Please stop the fight. Jesus.
Lomachenko's trying to save him.
Good right hand
I've
from
never
Sosa.
seen that before.
The corner of the referee.
Sosa's he's still trying to fight back. It's not...
And then the ref, but I've never seen before one fighter land a devastating punch to another fighter, and then without the intent to mock, just out of sympathy, himself looked like he experienced the shot. The way
good at him on the He's backing up again, and he's beating the hell out of this dude from pillar to post. It's not a contest, and it hasn't been since the bell started. Jason Sosa is a top 10 135-pounder, but just not in the class Lomachenko as far as talent. Styles make fights, and he's a 25-1 underdog for a reason. So he'll beat some guys in the top 10. It's just not Lomachenko. But who knows, man? He might not even be the same fighter after this. He's taking a lot of punishment.
He's a guy who's going to hit you 100 times.
But he beats you up, Jim. He beats you up fast.
And don't tell Rocky Martinez that, by the way.
They're gonna quit any minute now. I'm assuming, because that's what his trainer said. Lomachenko fight.
It looks as though Rivas took the mouthpiece out of Jason Sosa's mouth. And now they're going to stop.
And they're stopping the fight.
Yeah. Yes.
Ninth round won. TKO stoppage for Lomachenko. Add another quality win to his resume. Gary Russell, Roman Martinez, Nicholas Walters, and now Jason Sosa his quest to prove himself as the undisputed most skilled fighter in boxing is successful once again. And that's what it is, man. I don't think Jason Sosa is good enough to propel him to number one, but the more you watch a fight, the harder and harder it gets to put him number one. And honestly, I'm considering putting him number one. The dude, just every fight gets better and better. It makes it look easier. We'll see, man. When I come pound so I gotta still think about all this, but Sosa didn't just get beat up. He didn't just lose. He got beat up methodically. Yeah, man. I'm sorry. Lomachenko is the most skilled fighter in boxing. No disrespect to GGG World King.
He done everything a pound for pound fighter.
There you go. Bernard Hopkins is calling number one.
And also represent that position.
We're pulling names from past boxing history, trying to find valid comparisons.
Someone said he'll make Tank Davis look like a bum. If he fights him right now, I think he will.
And that what makes him special. Lomachenko.
Big boys boxing. Thank you. Yes, you're so right. Andre Ward is a B+ to B- fighter. I couldn't agree more. Dude is not A level.
Literally showing veteran skills at this early stage as a pro career is really unbelievable.
And let's make this point. You can be born with enormous talent. You can
hey, I can see why you think that, but
what he achieves by being
what Golovkin's been able to do and beating Jacobs and his middleweight title run and knocking people out, you can't just immediately put Lomachenko over. I think Lomachenko still has to either he has to avenge his loss to Salido, and B, beat a top flight guy like maybe a Linares, maybe Mikey Garcia, maybe Ruby Crawford, and then we could definitely put him number one. But it's not like
At the end of round number 9, as referee Kenny Chevalier, following the urging of the challenger's corner, calls a halt to the bout. The winner by TKO victory, and still the WBO Super Heavyweight Champion of the World, Vasyl Lomachenko.
Yes. So Loma scores another great performance. Final counting box numbers. Lomachenko lands 40% of his punches, 275 to 68 according to Counting Box. Those are unofficial stats, by the way. I have to say that.
Which is remarkable in and of itself. How about the power punch numbers?
But I would like Mikey Garcia. I think that'd be great.
58% of his power punches. He could have done that all night, by the way. If we were in round 15, he would be landing 60%.
Someone said Lomachenko has a better record than Gennady Golovkin.
Out of 199, 29%.
Yeah, I think he does actually. I think he does have a better record than Gennady Golovkin, but still the fact that he's been able to defend the middleweight title so much and it's in historic fashion, and he had 22 or 23 straight knockouts. You can't just ignore that level of dominance. I'm not mad at anybody who puts Gennady Golovkin one.
Wanted to go to the head. Which he did, and he made Sosa dizzy.
Mr. Boxing today says that was easy work, and yes, it was very much easy work. Mr. Silva says Loma versus Vasyl, that'd be a good fight. I think that'd be another quality fight and a quality win if Lomachenko can get it against a top flight fighter in Vasyl.
Like watching Mozart conduct. Let's go to Max Kellerman with Vasyl Lomachenko.
Robert Easter Jr. is a good fighter.
Congratulations.
But here's the interview, guys. I'm gonna stop talking and listen to Max Kellerman and Lomachenko's interview. See what he says.
Who out? We can talk about this fight quickly. I don't know how much there is to say. How did you do what you did?
Я вышел в ринг сделать свою работу, я вышел показать высокотехнологичный бокс, я старался это сделать, я пытался сделать так, чтобы понравилось всем людям, которые находятся здесь в зале.
That's right.
Телеканал HBO.
That's right, whatever he said.
I came into the ring to do my job. I wanted to show everybody at the high tech, and I think I pleased everybody. I wanted to please all the audience, all the fans that came tonight, and I think I did my job really well.
Speaking of that, for the first time since you've been fighting in the United States, you see a large crowd and a growing crowd come out to support you. Why do you think you're starting to connect with fight fans here? A lot of them seem to be Ukrainian, but why do you think you're connecting with fight fans at this point?
Я не знаю, не могу ответить. Может быть, им просто нравится то, что я делаю в ринге, а может быть, я просто симпатичный парень.
It's hard for me to say. Maybe they like what I do in the ring, but maybe I'm just a good-looking guy.
Ringside, we're at a loss to compare you to someone. We brought up Willie Pep and Pernell Whitaker, and we've never seen someone quite like you. Model your style after any of the past greats. And who?
Нет, это стиль, наверное, Ломаченко-старшего. Это он меня научил. Спасибо ему.
No, I modeled my style after my father. This is Lomachenko's senior style.
Okay.
Father? Yeah.
Nicholas Walters, Gary Russell Jr., they weren't able to really compete with you.
Neither was Jason Sosa.
Sosa was not able to compete. He gave it his best, but it was lopsided. Who out there that you see do you think will make a good fight with you?
Let's see what he says. Let's hear, guys.
Я думаю, что после этого боя я вернусь домой, немного отдохну. После этого мы, наверное, приступим к переговорам с чемпионами 130. Если мы там не договоримся, мы пойдем вверх 135. Ждите.
Exactly.
I'm gonna come back home. I'm gonna get some rest, and then after that, all the champions at 130. If we can't get anybody, we can move to 135, and we're gonna do damage out there.
The name at 135 everyone's interested in is Mikey Garcia. What do you think about that?
Let's see what he says here. Let's see what he says.
Я тоже хочу этого боя, это очень интересный бой. И этот бой войдет в историю, это то, чего я хочу.
That's right.
I want to see that fight too. And this is the fight that will make history. I want to make this fight right away.
Quickly, Orlando Salido has the win against you as a professional. Do you hold out hope that you can get him back in the ring for a rematch?
Да ладно, это было, знаете как, тогда был бой трехклассника с 11-классником. Сегодня я уже в университете, я его приглашаю в свой университет.
You know, back in the day, it was like a third grader fighting a 12th grader. Right now, I'm graduated from the university, and I want to invite him to my university, to
Damn.
my school.
Thanks, Jim. Always a pleasure watching your work. Jim?
All right, back at ringside with Bernard Hopkins. You
Hey,
said
I'm with him, so
a devastating knockout performance for you.
I'll stay with you guys here for the next 15 minutes or so, and then I gotta go do my post-fight video. But recap now. My boy Mark Christopher Atkins, shout out to him. He's a pro. He beat Shane Mosley Jr., a good friend of mine, guy who's always supported me. So shout out to Mark Christopher Atkins out there in Dallas. He's also sparred with like Earl Spence and stuff like that. Shout out to him. He asked me what happened during tonight's card, so I'm gonna tell him real quick. Mark, my boy Atkins, he said that there were 3 fights. Well, actually, the preliminary fights. I'll tell you the preliminary fights. That I didn't watch them, but I know what happened. Jesse Hart got a win. Mike Reed got a unanimous decision win, and then you had in the fights that I watched, Usyk got a 12-round win where he pretty much outclassed Mike Hunter. Hunter offered a little resistance, but as the fight wore on, Usyk outclassed him, won a 12-round decision, almost knocked him out in the 12th. Alexander Gvozdyk showed that he's going to be a serious setter at 175. He pretty much destroyed Yuniesi Gonzalez by getting a 3rd-round TKO. So that's like back-to-back wins, back-to-back TKO wins over Chilemba and Gonzalez, 2 guys who are mainstays at the weight. And now this fight, Lomachenko shuts out Jason Sosa and, stakes his claim once more to being arguably the best fighter in the world. So good night of boxing. For me, I'll say this. I'll say that for Lomachenko, this is my personal opinion. I think he's too good for anybody at the weight. I think he's going to beat. I think he'd spank in the rematch. He beats Salido soundly. I think he'd beat Mikey Garcia. I think he would beat a lot of guys. Burchell, all those guys. Vargas, all those guys. To me, for Lomachenko to truly get a test, he is going to have to move up to as high as, I'm going to even say 140. I think, for me, the fight that will be his ultimate test, if it ever does get made, the biggest test for him, is if he could, maybe get a Terrence Crawford fight. And I know what you guys are saying. Well, Terrence is bigger than him. Terrence would beat him. And, Terrence would definitely be the favorite in that fight. But Terrence Crawford, you guys got to look at his style. He switches from lefty to righty. really, really well. He probably does it as smoothly as anybody in boxing history since, Marvin Hagler. Nobody's really switched from left to right like Hagler sent now Crawford. But when you look at Lomachenko's style, his speed, his defensive fundamentals, and I got to highlight his body punching. Crawford is not the most defensively sound fighter. While he might be more big and that would play a difference, if there's one guy who could overcome a size advantage because of his skill set, it's Lomachenko. So don't ever question him in a fight like that. I think it'd be a good fight. And I think for me, that'd be the ultimate test of his skill set. But as far as the more realistic fights, I think the fight for him right now, there's really two options. It's either A, you get the rematch of Salido and get that, avenge that loss, or B, you fight Mikey Garcia, because that's a fight everyone wants to see. He's coming off a sensational win against what's his name?
Zajan
Zalatikin. He's a champion, so that's what it is, man. I want to see Lomachenko versus Crawford. I know you guys are counting him out, but I mean, if there's one fighter in boxing who can move up to that kind of weight and overcome a size advantage, it's definitely him. That's what it is. But as far as the whole card in general, Ukraine 3, the rest of the world 0. They went in there. They did what they had to do. All three of them had really good performances. Obviously, to me, Lomachenko had the most, as far as many rounds as it went. It was an impressive fight because Sosa is a top 10 guy. He didn't win a round or a moment of any round, and Lomachenko was playing with him in there. So it's back-to-back wins where Lomachenko didn't just show that he was the better fighter. He showed that he was on another solo system, honestly, from his opponents. So with that being said, for me personally, I thought the best performance tonight was the Vasyl fight. When you go in there, and a lot of it too is because of the opposition. I rate, I don't know if I rate him higher than Sosa at 175 than I do Sosa at 130, but Yuniesi Gonzalez, he's a tough guy. He's never been stopped before. He's really, in my opinion, he's really never lost, because I think his only loss was to Pascal, right? On that record.
Well, no, and Shabransky.
And Shabransky, okay.
He actually lost to
Shabransky. He lost to Shabransky. I don't know. The way he was able to go in there and just be so precise and just, methodically beat this dude's ass. I don't know. I just left very impressed with Vasyl, and I think what won me over about him was the fact that he said, "Hey, look, I'm going for Kovalev to beat Ward, but if he has that title after the fight, I'm coming for him." He basically said that. Not in those exact words. That's basically what he said. So, I hope. I wish them the best. I think all three of the Ukrainian fighters that fought tonight are going to be good for their respective weight classes. It should force. If you're a 135 pounder, a 175 pounder, or a cruiserweight, and you're looking at these three guys, the way they fought tonight, all three of them against, I would say all quality opposition, they should be looking at themselves and say, hey, I want a piece of that guy, and they should be challenging themselves to get better in the gym every single day, because, all three of them guys are a serious problem, and they all have a potential to establish himself. Lomachenko's already established himself as the number one in his weight class. Vasyl has a long way to go before he establishes himself as number one in the weight class, because you still have Ward, you still have Kovalev, you still have Beterbiev, you still have Donna Stevenson. He's got a lot of competition, probably more than the other guys. And Usyk, a lot of people are pegging him as the best cruiserweight, but he still kind of got to prove that against some of the other cruiserweight champions, like you got Breedis, maybe past guys like Huck. If Bellew decides he can tell you, so Dennis Lebedev, Gassiev.
Yeah.
So I think all three of these guys should challenge. You should be very, very motivated to want to get better in the gym. That's one. If you're in the weight class, that's what it is. I'll have my revised pound for pound list out by Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. Subscribe to the channel. Hopefully, going to be going to the heavyweight factory soon. So trying to meet up with Shannon. I'm going to pass it over along to my good friend here. He comes to the fights. We interview him quite frequently. Alex Fitzmaurice. Alex, so what do you think about what was the most impressive fight performance out of all these to you? What stood out the most?
Oh, man. Probably the Vasyl Gonzalez fight.
Vasyl? Why Vasyl?
But, out of all the fights, I enjoyed it the most. Gonzalez has never been, stopped before. He just made him look like basically a C-level fighter.
C-level fighter, yeah.
Yeah, so I like the Vasyl fight. Then Lomachenko probably like number 2. Then Usyk number 3.
Usyk number 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really much of a question because Lomachenko and Vasyl both stopped their opponents. I was going to ask you like, which opponent do you think had the best performance? But it's clear that Michael Hunter did the best. I mean, it's not saying much. He still got blown out, but
yeah. I mean, he was able to win like 2 rounds at least.
Yeah.
So it probably is saying much if you think about it.
Yeah, he won 2 rounds. So shout out to Michael Hunter. Yeah, wow. I just realized Michael Hunter was the only opponent who won rounds.
Oh yeah.
Because Sosa didn't win any rounds, and there wasn't enough rounds in the Vasyl fight for Gonzalez to win.
Yeah, I know.
So Michael Hunter's the only opponent who won rounds. Damn. Shout out to the 2012 Ukrainian national team, arguably greatest, one of the greatest Olympic teams of all time, I think. Them and the 84 American Olympic team, they're like right there, neck and neck. I give a side edge to the American Olympic team, and because basically, their careers have played out already. These guys' careers are still playing out, so we can't put them over those guys already, but still impressive. And like Lomachenko's dad, who coached that team, 5 gold medals, probably one of the most underrated coaches in boxing. So I'm going to go do a post-fight video, but I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Be on the lookout for the next one. We're going to do April 15th, Sullivan Barrera versus Paul Parker. That should be a fun one. We did a stream for the last Barrera fight when he beat the crap out of Shabransky. So that was a fun fight to watch, and this fight should be a good one. Paul Parker is not the most talented fighter in the world, but I know that he did fight in the World Series of Boxing, and you can't be a bum if you fought there. So,
and he floored Shabransky 2 times.
Yeah, and he knocked down Shabransky. So, it'll be an interesting fight. We'll see how Barrera, his second fight under Derek Santos, how he does. And that's what it is. So I'm gonna get out of here. You guys stay tuned for the post-fight video. Stay tuned for I have other videos coming out, interviews and stuff coming out this week, and that's what it is. We're gonna have also the AJ. Thank you, Mr. Boxing, today. Before I get off again later on this month, please, I'm begging you guys, if you're here, be here April 26th, 29th. 29th, April 29th. AJ versus Klitschko, Anthony Joshua versus Klitschko, the biggest heavyweight fight of the year, maybe the biggest heavyweight fight in quite some time, unless they make Wilder versus Joshua happen, if that winds up being a possibility. I'm going to do that fight card just like I did the Golovkin one, where I streamed the preliminary fights and all that stuff. So be on the lookout for that. April 29th, I'll put a reminder so you guys will see it. But I'm going to get off. Thank you guys for watching from all around the world. I really appreciate you and just everything you guys, all the support. You guys keep going. And, thank you for another night of boxing. And take care, guys. And like I always say, at the end of every video, we'll say at the end of the Hangouts, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So, until next time, take care, guys.